everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Daily for Tuesday.
Alright, Tuesday!
And your first and story for today, Grand Theft Auto Online has blown up.
It's broken.
It just doesn't work.
Yeah, Rockstar apologized, but it's still broken.
Yeah, so for anyone who has ever played any online game ever, would have predicted that yes, Grand Theft Auto Online, based on its popularity of GTA 5 sales, launched and had a lot of problems.
They sold 13 million copies, people. There's no way that's gonna get this to work first day.
Who would have thought?
Rockstar even expected these issues to happen, issuing a statement last week saying that this sort of thing is inevitable in a massive open world game.
Yeah, that'll cover it.
Yep, sure, why not?
Rockstar issued a brief apology saying, "We apologize for any inconvenience and thank you for your patience while we work to resolve this issue."
So Rockstar's support page lists many errors that players are currently experiencing. Occasional Rockstar cloud server unavailable error messages, freezing sometimes while loading into the first race for GTA Online while waiting for other players on the screen, and the intermittent failed to host a GTA Online session error message. I think we got that one.
Which all rolls into a ball of, it don't work.
Nope, it's broken.
As usual, Rockstar will probably sort out these issues within a week or so.
Sure.
But in other good news, the Battlefield 4 beta is up and running and it's just fine.
And we've been playing it all morning. That's what we did.
You can drive in that game.
That's true. You can get in a tank.
You can play as or shoot China people.
You can fly in a helicopter.
Yeah, it is kind of like Grand Theft Auto.
Yep, it really is.
No hookers. What do you think, Lawrence?
I think it's stock soot. I got nothing.
For this? This is what we keep him around for?
Yeah. Lawrence likes Battlefield.
You're gonna make me cry here.
Hey, the Battlefield 4 beta is working though, huh? So the Battlefield 4 beta is open to everybody on Friday, but right now it's open to people who pre-order Battlefield 4.
Yeah, also if you got Warfighter,
Yep.
Me?
That's like Phil.
Phil's the only guy who got into the Battlefield 4 beta through Warfighter.
That's true.
And everyone else who bought Battlefield Premium so we can get all those map packs.
That's true. On the game releases of the week brought to you by Bro.
Team!
Bill!
No, it'd be sick if we get videos. If we could get some fucking video games that were games. Okay, here's a cartoon to play on your video station. It's progressive, it's got girls, so shut your ass. Look at this fucking Battlefield. War's never been so ball. No, we did the cartoon games. You get one, what is this? Fucking explain why this. It's sickness like this that's pedophiling in our innocent video games. Dude, I got it. How about a game where Metroid loses all his powers, then he has to go around leveling up all his guns? Sweet! How about a game where you run? Sweet! How about a game where you... No, not even that. How about a game where you play as nothing? Main character is water. You play water. What's this? Whoa! This guy looks like the sickest white dude. And as for you, yes.
Moving on to your first trailer today, we got the Sniper Elite 3 official release trailer.
It's a Phil's pick.
Yeah.
Woo!
There you go.
Lawrence, what happens in this one? I heard the audio. I wasn't actually watching it. I was busy playing as a sniper in Battlefield.
Yeah, you basically got it. There's some sniping. There's a dude, you like see his chin and he looks very determined because he's fighting for country.
Lawrence, you're a little off. Something else happens. What do you think happens when he shoots the bullet out of the sniper rifle?
It comes out in super slow motion and the camera like pans around it in kind of a sexy way.
Nailed it!
And like speeds up and then slows down when it hits the other guy and he's like, blah!
Well, actually, what happens is he shoots the Jeep and the Jeep explodes. Twist. Twist of the year.
Was the Jeep a Nazi?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your second to last trailer for today with the Destiny gameplay trailer on the moon. Guess what? We drilled into it.
Uh-huh.
The monsters showed up.
Uh-huh.
And then it's kind of like World of Warcraft-y fighty stuff.
You can actually sign up for the beta right now.
I did. I want to be a Destiny man.
Lawrence, what happens in this one?
I actually saw this one, but instead I'm just going to talk about Doom because Doom is a fun game and it takes place on moons and you shoot things and it has cool music and it has secret levels and it has a little green face that gets bloody when you get hurt.
Doesn't Doom take place on Mars?
It takes place on the moon of Mars. Look it up on Wiki and tell me I'm wrong.
No, that's okay.
It's fine.
Get over here! It has begun.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Wednesday. Boom! Your first first story for today is Half-Life 3 confirmed?
Holy balls, it might be.
Earlier this week, Valve filed an intent-to-use trademark application for the title Half-Life 3.
It was filed on September 29th with the European Union's Office of Harmonization for the Internal Market.
Those guys.
So, you know, owe him.
Right, yeah, right. Anyway, it covers computer game software, video game software, and provision of online entertainment, among other things.
So people on Reddit have actually done some digging and found out that apparently Valve has 3 months to use the trademark or they lose it.
3!
They can, however, file up to 5 extensions for this trademark, and each extension can last 6 months each. So that's about 2.5 years to use the trademark.
Almost around the number 3.
No, it's not 3, it's just 2.5.
Damn it.
Here are things we do know. Source 2 engine exists. We knew that from about, I think it was last November, right? It was revealed. Left 4 Dead 3 exists, and we saw that in the Valve tracking system that was posted back in August. And Half-Life 3 was even in a similar Valve tracking system back in June, which we reported on.
Right, and we've been having a whole lot of Valve news and Steam Machine news all last week.
Yes.
So let's get to the speculation time. Will Half-Life 3 launch exclusively on the Steam Machine or Steam OS?
That makes complete and utter sense. When you said that at lunch today, I was like, that's exactly what it should be.
This would definitely be a kick in the nuts of Windows for sure.
Yeah.
And it could possibly even move a hefty percentage of PC users over to Valve's upcoming operating system.
That's true.
But why stop there?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Valve would probably could package like I think you were saying this: Left 4 Dead 3, Team Fortress 3, Portal 3, and Half-Life 3 in the orange box successor. And you came up with the name.
The Steam Box.
That would make complete and total sense.
That would actually make sense why they called it the Steam Machine and not the Steam Box.
Right.
Because they're saving that as a package that gets people to come over to their all new operating system.
And Valve had revealed that the Steam Machine, the first one, should be in early 2014. So I don't know if that means Half-Life 3 is coming out in early 2014 or not, but man, it would be amazing if they bundled the two.
It's going to be a tough trek to get a lot of people from Windows to Linux, but if they're going to do it with anything, it's going to be with their library of games.
That's true.
No trailers today, but we tried to kill the president, or save the president. I don't know what we did.
No, you try to save him.
Nah,
You try to save him.
as you fly through the air so freely.
And
You can't sing that. It's copyrighted.
Ah, that hurts my ears. We're going to go try to play GT Online. Oh, look, it's not working.
It's broken.
Fun.
But we did play Battlefield 4 beta, and that video is going up very soon.
It's fun. Is it looking good?
Yeah.
Is it looking good?
It went like this. It went.
Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 looks like Battlefield 3
Yeah, it's...
with one more.
Oh,
Do you ever take your and you put your in your while you're
no, I've never done that.
I'm asking Joel.
Oh, okay.
I feel like the hole would be too tight.
Haven't you ever seen the video? There's a video of that.
Really? Oh my
It's a
god.
very famous internet video. Yep. And he goes, what did he say?
Get over here! It has begun.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Mailer for Thursday.
Yeah, let's do it.
Your first start for today, Battlefield Bad Company 3. Is it going to happen?
Yes.
When?
Soon.
Oh, really?
Kind of.
Because Battlefield 4 is in beta form right now.
Well, speaking with Polygon, creative director Lars Gustafsson confirmed that the company will make a Bad Company 3 eventually.
Oh, that's like not tomorrow.
No, it'll be in a year or two. Probably.
Ah,
Yeah.
he says he enjoys Bad Company because, unlike DICE's other projects, Bad Company has a sense of humor.
So here's what Lars said. When it came to Bad Company, it was creative freedom. Don't take yourself too seriously.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll be a while though. DICE is busy with 2 other projects as of this moment. That's Mirror's Edge 2 and Battlefield 4.
And Star Wars Battlefront.
Motherfucker.
There's a third project.
Which one do they not consider a project?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
They're like, Mirror's Edge, that's more of a hobby.
Star Wars Battlefront, that's just Star Wars.
He went on to say, I want to see it again, whether it can happen right now with a newly announced Mirror's Edge 2 and Star Wars Battlefront, but we will see. Oh, I guess they don't really consider Battlefield 4 a project because they're done.
They're basically done with it. I mean, like
Yeah.
they're in beta and it's going to release in a few weeks.
It's a beta, but it's pretty good.
It's a solid beta.
There's some people having issues, I know, with drivers issues and stuff like that, but we're having fun.
So we're going to get Battlefront, we're going to get Mirror's Edge 2, we're going to get Battlefield 4 right now, and then Bad Company 3.
That's a lot of work from one studio. I hope they don't burn themselves out.
DICE will be just fine.
They're so Swedish.
On to your next news story. GTA Online will be disabling the microtransactions that we reported on a couple of weeks ago.
Are they disabled now? If I somehow magically make it online at this moment,
They are.
can I not give them more money?
You cannot give them more money.
Damn it!
So GTA Online is continuing to have a host of problems, as I'm sure you all know. Rockstar said on their site, for the time being, and until we have been able to get everybody access to GTA Online and things are running smoothly, we have disabled the option of purchasable GTA money cash packs. Players can, however, keep on earning GTA money by pulling off jobs and other profitable gameplay activities rather than purchasing cash packs.
So play the game rather than cheat.
That's what they're saying.
With the cheat that we supplied for you.
That's true.
Give us more money later.
The microtransactions are definitely coming back, though. I'm
Ah.
sure that once GTA Online
course.
works out all their issues, they gotta come back, right?
Yeah, luckily we've been able to play GTA Online on and off a little bit, but it's kind of wonky at the moment.
It is.
And the game itself has its fair share of issues, like the fact that pretty much anyone can kick anybody.
Oh, yeah.
I was reading about this. I haven't been on long enough for anyone to actually figure that out.
Yeah.
But apparently you don't need a reason. I can just say, I don't like Joel or Lawrence.
What do we do?
I can kick you.
Lawrence, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're kicked!
Speaking of Battlefield, our one and only trailer today is the Calls of Duty's Ghost Squad's trailers.
Lawrence, what happens in this squad's trailer?
It's actually pretty brilliant. They found a way, instead of giving you one army gun, to give you 8 army guns all at once.
Lawrence, what else happens in the trailer?
Well, there's some running, some sliding, there's some shooting, a little laughing, a little loving. We all get together and hold hands, and then we all buy Call of Duty again.
What happened to the dog? Does he die at the end yet?
Dog always dies.
I'm gonna take a sip.
It's on the free table.
So it was sealed.
Sealed, and it's cold.
Unless someone.
I didn't notice that.
Someone resealed 11 a.m.
That's not bad, he says.
Now that's
Now that's
nice.
Get over here! It has begun.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Friday!
yes!
Your first start for today, Grand Theft Auto Online has been fixed!
No. It just got patched.
Oh.
It just got patched for PlayStation 3, no less.
You set me up and you knocked me down, Rockstar! Anyway.
The Xbox 360 patch will be coming later today if it hasn't already.
Yeah, so we reported on these issues yesterday, like how they disabled the microtransactions, and knew that Rockstar was working on something.
Oh boy. So they said on their site yesterday, all of these initial technical issues will be ironed out as soon as we can. Please know that the entire team here at Rockstar and all of our relevant partners are and will continue to be working around the clock to get the experience to be as smooth as possible, as soon as possible.
Yes, but has anything actually been fixed? We asked a few of our PS3 users out there on Twitter, and this is exactly what they said.
Lawrence, will you read us the responses for us?
Okay, fine. Well, I jumped in, no problem, so good, I guess. Hope it stays that way.
That was
Good so far, WikiPage. Can't connect.
Now read it like a little girl.
Better, but crews are fucked up. I guess that's not really girl. But
Any positive ones out there?
works very well now, Winky Cat Face.
Now read it like a 65-year-old man.
Don't know about online. My solo game is fucked. Game breaker past mission can't do anything, Franny Face.
What was that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Lawrence he's really hungover.
Very
I don't know where I am right now.
So overall, from what we can gather, things are generally positive, but
Yeah.
people are still having some more trouble with the gameplay rather than just getting online.
Right, because before they couldn't get online, and now they're getting online, but gameplay is a little wonky, things are disappearing, stuff like that.
Yeah, little glitches here and there. We actually played a good amount on the 360 a few days ago. It was buggy, yeah, but it worked for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I even logged in this morning, ran around, did a quick mission, and that was on the 360. So I don't know if the title update even happened
Not
there.
yet, not yet.
So far, things are looking okay.
So I guess the real question is GTA Online hurting your impression of GTA 5, or is it just something you don't mind waiting for while you're playing through the single player? What do you think?
Well, keep in mind that Rockstar pitched this as supplemental content.
Yeah.
It's not really meant to be be included with GTA 5, but you paid money for the thing, and it came with it, and it is in the world of San Andreas.
Right.
So, yes, it is part of GTA 5.
It's true.
For me, no, because the single player was so much fun.
Yeah.
This is all just extra content, and for me, Grand Theft Auto's never really been about the online stuff, but the online stuff that is there has been a lot of fun.
And it's funny because like if Call of Duty came out and the multiplayer didn't work for Call of Duty, but the single player did, people would be flipping their shit.
That's the only reason why you buy Call of Duty.
Right.
That and the dead dog at the end.
Right.
You done with the game yet, Phil?
GTA? No, I'll finish it this weekend.
I was clearly talking about Sniper Elite, too.
They all die at the end.
Yeah.
Just to let you know.
The dog dies
The
first.
dog dies.
Are you talking about Marley?
Chop dies.
Moving over to trailers, first one today with the Borderlands 2 $100,000 loot hunt prize package fun time super thing with the robot yells at you.
So they're giving away a lot of technology for Borderlands 2?
And money.
Money too?
Money, prizes in the, they showed a Vita.
There's not really a trailer. It's just more of like they're giving stuff away.
Money.
And your second trailer is the BioShock Infinite Rapture, a modern-day Atlantis trailer. This is for the Burial at Sea DLC Episode 1. These videos are very, very cool.
Fun fact about this one, actually.
Yeah?
They say last time we talked about Rapture. They didn't talk about Rapture last time. We talked about Columbia. This takes place in an alternate universe.
Wait, so what does that mean?
That means it takes place in an alternate universe.
Well, what does that mean?
In this universe,
Yeah?
they talk about Rapture
What does
in
that
this
mean?
1970s.
Does that mean Elizabeth killed Booker?
He's right.
What? No.
Does
that
that
painting
mean-
looks sweet, though.
Booker killed Rapture?
Booker kills Rapture.
Does that mean that Big Daddy's sister Little?
Booker kills Rapture.
Okay.
This week's Inside Gaming.
It's
And
a-
the wrench is also because he's Half-Life.
No, they had a wrench.
That's
in-
a crowbar.
They had a wrench in BioShock
Nope.
1.
It's a different universe, Bruce.
Joel's never played video games in his life.
Different universe.
Have fun at the League of Legends party tonight, buddy.
With the
That's kind of a video game.
YOLO.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Go to every2minutes.com to find out how to win one of thousands of Xbox One entertainment systems.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Monday.
Hey! We're doing a show.
Sorry.
Your first story today, we are asking the question, is Call of Duty a sport?
No!
Maybe. The point is everyone's got an opinion, so let's go over the story today. OXM UK posted an article stating that Infinity Ward will not change the core of the Call of Duty franchise because it is too much like a sport.
Yes.
In an interview with executive Mark Rubin, he went on to say the following.
There's the obvious truth that if this were football and next year they decided we only want 7 players a side and you can use your hands, I don't think people would want to go to many of those games. So we can't change too many of the core rules, and the core rules are really simple.
So the conversation began around here, is Call of Duty at this point in time an actual sport? Is it not? Or is it something completely different that requires a new definition to calm Bruce the fuck down? So we're going to go over the first side of the argument of why it is a sport. Lawrence, you know more about this than I do, and I'm kind of non-biased. I'm just in the middle. Why?
Well, I mean, if you compare it to other, maybe not so physical sports like chess or billiards, the similarities are right there. You've got two people competing under a set of rules in an activity that requires a large amount of finesse. It may not require exertion, but it does require physical skill.
So chess and billiards are actually considered a sport by humans?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Debatable, but yes.
And another way that they're similar is systemically, esports are becoming more like sports. Right now, the US Visa Bureau classifies League of Legends as a professional sport, and its players get visas exactly like professional athletes do.
That's because the Riot Games convinced the U.S. government to do it, but yes, go ahead.
They just backed a dump truck of money up to the US Visa Bureau, but hey, that's how these things begin, right?
Right.
It's because China and Korea are so much better at video games than we are. We gotta fly them in. It's called importing. Lawrence, any final thoughts of why it is an actual sport as opposed to not being a sport?
Well, I mean, you watch it exactly like a sport. There are seasons that last a certain number of months. There is a tournament through which teams progress. You follow your team, tune in every night to watch them, and then there's a world final. It's exactly the same thing.
Let's move over this side to the reason of why Call of Duty is not a sport. Take it away, Bruce, the angry man.
Let's do it.
Go.
The definition of the word sport: a contest or game in which people do certain physical activities according to a specific set of rules and compete against each other. Physical activity is important there. The definition of the word athlete: a person trained or gifted in exercises or contests involving physical agility, stamina, or strength. A participant in a sport, exercise, or game requiring physical skill. Now here's my argument. League of Legends or COD does not require physical activity or physical skill. It requires skill, but not physical skill. And they are also not even close to established sports such as chess or billiards. If you really want to split hairs and define those as sports, Those have been established for hundreds of years, if not thousands. And again, by the way, all I do is play online games on PC, so does that mean I've been playing sports all these years, Lawrence?
Yes, it does.
I'm an athlete!
But yes, you have.
I did it! Woo! All right. And again, at the very end of this, I'm more than happy to say LOL, Dota, or COD is a sport in 20 years if it's still around and established rules, leagues, etc. But for now, they're just not established sports.
Right. I think there's two sides to every argument. There are people who are better with a mouse than I am.
Right.
Or maybe I'm better than some other people. But in the future, this will probably be an easier classification. Right now, it's definitely in the infancy, but it's something that's very exciting and it's growing. And Bruce is just an angry, negative person.
That's what it is. I'm angry and negative.
But we send the question to you guys. What do you think? Are video games like Call of Duty, League of Legends, are those actual sports? Are they not? Or is it something entirely different? You lost your hat. Oops. Last week, we reported on the story that Half-Life 3 got trademarked, and we found out that story was actually false. We were duped. So for that, we go to the retraction segment with Joel.
Hey guys, this is Joel from Inside Joel, and now you're Inside Joel. So it turns out we have a retraction this week. The trademark entry for Half-Life 3 that was found on the Trademarks and Design Registration Office of the European Union, OHIM, has since been removed. But there's an entry for Portal 3, so that's probably true, right guys? Also, another retraction, League of Legends is an esport.
Get it, Joel! Stop it! Stop it!
In that regard, it's really similar to bowling or golf, where you may not be standing, but you're still using your hands.
You didn't use the sports in the script. Chess or billiards, not bowling or golf.
Agreed.
Ping pong is a
Can't
little
handle my
different.
boogie.
Lawrence, you got to read what's in the script because we put these arguments down. And I'm not gonna go off on a tangent. You got chess or billiards. That's what we agreed upon.
No, that's what you put out. Fine, I'll do it.
Bowling or golf requires more physical activity than chess or billiards.
Now we have our outtakes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Go to every2minutes.com to find out how to win one of thousands of Xbox One entertainment systems.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming.
Yes! Let's talk about the Xbox One.
We shall. Your first and star for today. Will Microsoft be mining your data for the Kinect
Yes.
stuff?
And they'll probably be selling it too.
Really?
We'll see, huh?
Let's go over the entire story in its entirety.
Go.
Anyway, this entire story started with a speech that Microsoft Corporate Vice President of Marketing and Strategy, that is the longest fucking title of the name, also his name's hard to pronounce,
Yusuf Mehdi.
gracias, made at the Association of National Advertisers Masters of Marketing Conference.
You got through it. That's just the first line of the story.
That was nothing but acronyms.
So at the conference, Mehdi talked about the potential of Xbox for marketing because of how it will work with television in the living room. It's early days, but we're starting to put that together in more of a unifying way, and hopefully at some point we can start to offer that to advertisers broadly.
Interesting. Advertising Age interpreted this to mean that the Xbox One could use the Kinect to monitor TV viewers and then sell biometric data to third parties.
Oh boy, this implication sparks some worry from gamers, obviously. So our buddy at Gamefront, Devin Connors, reached out to Microsoft and received this comment from them.
We do not have plans to target ads or content to you based on any data Kinect collects.
Microsoft's old.
Yes. We have a long-standing commitment to your privacy. I'm sorry. We have a long-standing commitment to your privacy, and will not target ads to you based on any data Kinect collects unless you choose to allow us to do so.
You're also very rich, it sounds like.
I'm sorry. What's a bank?
So-
Oh, that's where poor people go to collect money.
So Lawrence, do you think that they're just going to sell you the Xbox One and default this thing to on and just start selling data? Is that what's going to happen?
I don't know. That won't happen for a number of years. I will think that eventually they'll try to convince you it's in your best interest to say yes. I mean, that's just smart.
Microsoft can see that I'm a white male and that I like white bread, and therefore they will sell bread to me.
So Microsoft also issued another statement about that statement, reiterating that they're not going to be doing it at launch, just like Lawrence said. If in the future this was ever to become an option, users would be able to choose whether or not their data was used for this purpose.
Interesting. So we're guessing that the data being collected by Kinect will get sold by default, unless you tell Microsoft not to do so in the options menu or something like that. Opt out of the terms of service, whatever you want to do, and therefore games will not be able to be bought or something like that.
And again, this is not at all unheard of. Google does this pretty much constantly. If you use any Google product at all, you're constantly seeing targeted ads at you.
Being the big difference though, Google is free.
Yep, that's true.
It makes sense it would be supported with advertising.
Right, but again, you got to pay $500 for an Xbox One. You got to pay $50 a year for Xbox Live. There's a lot of stuff you're paying.
So you're giving Microsoft money so that they can collect data about you, so they can make more money
Right.
on advertisements.
Right.
Because they know you love Doritos. Because you're white.
I'm not really. So again, I don't know if that's does this kind of steer you away from buying an Xbox One? It doesn't bother me. I don't really care. It's one of those things that as long as they're not popping ads in my face and disrupting things, I'm fine.
Ultimately, if they can target the games that I'm playing and they know the type of people I'm playing with and they can recommend games to me,
Right.
that works for me, that's fine. All the other advertisements and all that stuff kind of sucks. But if you can bring the price down of things, say like Xbox Live in the
Yes,
future,
yes.
or you get discounts on games based on watching a trailer or some kind of
That would be
advertisement,
nice.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
It really does.
But if they're just going to keep bombarding us with ads while we're giving them more money, kind of a shit show.
That's bad. So on your game releases of the week, brought to you by Bro.
Team
Bill!
It's Pill.
Wow, talk about a day at the races. This game looks like fucking shit. Oh, and here, thanks to Japan, we have kids, and here's games for them. Think cartoons are fun? Try fighting them. And if you think cartoons are fun, try fighting them and capturing monsters, and then making those fight other cartoons. And if you don't like breastfeeding your stupid animals, try this game where you fight those. And you probably capture them, but who the fuck wants to? This is the game, I think, where you put Legos in your computer. Kids like it, and it's really not a good thing. So is this, one of the top games in the world. It'll teach you how to not follow trends and undermine authority. Oh, and here's the thing. A video game where you get to be a girl. But what a surprise. She still needs you to make all her decisions for her.
Moving on to your shows today, first up we get the Bioshock Infinite, the Burial at Sea. This is the first 5 minutes of call it gameplay if you want.
I'm back to playing Bioshock Infinite probably tonight.
Man, that's amazing.
I'm really excited about this. Burial
Nothing
at Sea.
happens. I like it spoiler free basically.
Basically, yeah.
Because they just walk from one point to the other. But hey, it's Rapture before it all falls down.
Hey Lawrence, are you attracted to Elizabeth?
No. No, she looks infantile. She has giant doe eyes. She's made to be innocent and pure. Like, no. That's no.
So you've never wanted to bang a Disney character.
Ariel maybe, but
What
she
the
doesn't have a
what the
vagina.
fuck?
Ariel is 16 and Elizabeth is 19. That is disgusting, Lawrence.
What is wrong with you?
Also, one can't talk, and for half the movie doesn't even have a vagina.
On your final trailer, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, the Freedom Cry DLC There's DLC for this game already?
No, what are you just getting here?
What?
Happened? Come on.
Like, the game's not even out yet, though.
Yeah, I know. They've been working on this DLC for literally hours.
He's
Once a slave, he breaks out, becomes who's the character now? Kenway's
Adewale.
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 Isn't that an actor?
I think it is an
It is.
He's the guy from Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
His name's Adewale.
Got it.
Are there any retractions today?
No retractions today, but I'm wondering where in the world is Troy Baker now?
If you ever get a chance, talk to Brendan about the meeting that happened when they pitched Labyrinth.
Brendan was there?
No, he was just saying he tells the story of like how it had to have gone down. Like, we got Jim Henson, we got puppets, we got David Bowie. We're making a movie. Like, yes! It's like, so Bowie's the bad guy. Yes. And he's singing the main theme? Yes. How does it end? Whatever. There's a baby, there's a goblin prince or a king, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's like Muppets meets Dark Crystal. We're gonna be high the whole time.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Go to every2minutes.com to find out how to win one of thousands of Xbox One entertainment systems.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming for Wednesday.
It's Wednesday!
Yay!
I've gotten a lot of questions because it's hump day. It's Wednesday, and normally on hump day, what you do is you try to get over the hump of the week, and you just gotta make sure that you can get through the work, and then you hump.
Serious news journalism.
Your first and story for today, Far Cry 4. Guess what? It is still happening.
That's true.
Yeah, Cliff Martinez will be scoring it. He did movies such as Drive, and other movies such as
Drive.
Yeah. Driver.
So Polygon grabbed a quote from him recently. There's a secret mission that I'm not completely on yet. Looks like I'll also be doing a Soderbergh TV series called The Nick, and I'm working on a video game called Far Cry 4. Derp. So yeah, I'm popular all this week. He didn't mean to say that, but then he was just like, Derp, Far Cry 4.
Yeah, the interview has since been edited to remove that comment, and this relates back to the comment made by Ubisoft Senior Vice President Tony Kerr back in July, hinting at Far Cry 4.
So it's pretty much confirmed for Far Cry 4, so that means that we're gonna do something called, ready everybody? Far Cry 4! What we want! Every fucking time.
So the first question is, where should the game take place? Far Cry is known for jungles and a desert, and a neon-esque 80s world, but that one doesn't count.
That's right, Blood Dragon.
So we're saying it should be in a jungle and a city.
Right, combined.
But what about the story? How about that stuff?
So you said maybe a prequel featuring Voss as the protagonist. Voss was the bad guy in Far Cry 3.
Yeah.
And extremely compelling, way more compelling than the main character.
And didn't get a lot of screen time, so why not? And let's go to my stupid theory.
Okay.
I believe that Assassin's Creed and Far Cry actually exist in the exact same universe.
No.
So why
No
not
way.
have those two work together?
What?
And have the story
support
the gameplay, have some first-person hidden blades, maybe some parkour.
Do you think that the Templars and Assassins are in Far Cry now?
Somewhere.
Is
I
that
mean,
what
you
you're
guys,
saying?
you got his finger cut off at one point. Either way, it would be like Mirror's Edge with guns.
You just wanted to say with guns.
Shut up.
That's all you wanted to say.
For our next request, drop in and drop out co-op.
Right.
And we'd like it to be very similar to the game Journey. They may remember where someone could just drop in, drop out, maybe during a mission.
That was really cool.
Maybe not. I would love to see that technology where you don't actually have to hang out with people for too long because I'm just not a fan of humans.
Well, we knew that. We also would like to see kind of similar stuff to Destiny, where they're doing the public events where lots of people show up to fight a giant animal or like a group of mercenaries, something like that, where you need a bunch of people to fight one giant AI-controlled thing.
It's like Destiny with guns.
Also, more varied world events. So, Lawrence, what were you talking about with the world events?
Well, this is the kind of situation in Far Cry where something crazy happens and your whole mission just goes completely off the rails, like a tiger starts attacking the camp you're going towards. Those are cool, but they always seem to come in like two flavors. Either an animal kills everything or everything's on fire.
Right.
I want to see something like different. Like maybe the food goes bad in a region, so everybody's having epic diarrhea shits and you can just roll through and shoot everybody on the toilet. Something like that would be good.
Well, and then Lawrence also had 3 other bullet points at the very end of this.
Yeah, just viewer discretion. Bruce and I had nothing to do with these ones.
More overbearing commentary on the white male power fantasy.
Okay, we want more, or I'm sorry, Lawrence wants more aggravating collectathons.
And Lawrence also wants more pointless upgrades.
All right. Someone's bitter this morning.
Lawrence, did you like Far Cry 3?
I liked 50% of it, and the 50% of it that I didn't like, luckily I didn't have to play. So
Okay, all right.
it worked out pretty well.
It's like 8 out of 10 with guns. So anyway, that's a rundown of Far Cry 4 and the things that we want. We know the game's going to be coming soon. Hopefully it's on next gen.
Next year, you think?
I think we'll see an announcement at E3. That's my fingers crossed thing. But what do you guys want? What did we leave out? Give us your thoughts. I'd like to hear it.
Please tell us. On to your trailers. Thief, the gameplay trailer.
There's gameplay in this.
Actually, I think all of it is gameplay.
Really?
I want to say, I think all of it's gameplay, and it looks amazing. It looks gorgeous.
Looking so damn good. Next up, we got The Wolf Among Us, a new game from Telltale. The launch trailer. The game is actually coming out, what, next week, Lawrence? It's based on Fable.
Fables? Peter Molyneux's in it?
How does it have anything to do with a fantasy world where I'm a little boy, gets shat on by a bird in the first opening minutes?
What are you talking about?
And Fable 3, the very opening, you get like shit on by a bird. Or maybe that was Fable 2. They're all bad.
It runs and passes the inspection. How many miles?
Wait, that was the condition?
It doesn't have 100,000 digit on the odometer,
I'm
so
doing
it's
blue
either
book.
70,000 or 170,000.
Okay. I would say realistically, you could probably get somewhere between $55,000 and $65,000. I would settle for nothing less. Would you hire an employee without any experience?
No.
It's a car with history.
I wouldn't buy a car without history. Instead of the Kelly Blue Book, it's the Jimmy Blue Book.
Tell all your friends, this car's seen things.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Go to every2minutes.com to find out how to win one of thousands of Xbox One entertainment systems.
Hey, everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Day Thursday!
Oh, yes!
And guess what? No news today.
Nope.
Nope, but we've been playing the Battlefield 4 beta a lot.
That's true. And we also got to play COD Ghost recently, too.
Yeah, so we thought today, let's do a little thing called Call of Duty Ghosts versus Battlefield 4. Who be the winner?
Uh-oh, there's going to be a lot of yelling in the comments.
Basically, we decide. But then you get to yell at us. So first up, let's talk about the graphics, the most important thing about video games. So Call of Duty, the graphics are getting a little outdated. They have been for a while, though with this new engine, they're looking better.
Sure, but it's designed for 60 FPS on console, which means they're going to have to cut serious corners,
Yes.
just in general.
At the end of the day, there are promises towards that. So, and Battlefield 4, on the other hand, is always pretty.
It really is.
It's gorgeous. There's lens flares even when you don't want them.
Yep.
They're just there.
And this is consistently the best looking first person shooter, basically on all platforms. It just always looks the best.
I agree.
Yes. On to Levolution, our favorite word, Levolution. Hey, Lawrence, why don't you take Levolution for COD?
Okay, here we go. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
In COD, you get logs that roll downhill.
Sure.
You get gas stations that blow up.
Uh-huh.
You get pieces of rock that fall around. You get guys that die and disappear almost immediately.
That's not part of Levolution, Lawrence.
Not at all.
Nukes that drop
Nope.
in the middle of the level.
Still not Levolution.
Talk about the logs again.
The logs roll downhill
There you
and kill people, maybe, if they're standing in the way.
Meanwhile, in Battlefield, Levolution is a bit more than just marketing speak. It's actually a thing. It's pretty awesome when that huge building falls down and the whole world changes.
So cool.
It becomes foggier, it's harder to shoot,
Right.
and this is going to play into other maps, and it's actually kind of a fun addition to the series.
Yeah. All right, we're going to move on to arguably the more important part of all video games.
I don't know about that.
Gameplay.
Oh.
So first of all, there's COD. More arcadey style gameplay, the kill streaks, the explosions, and the dogs.
Yeah,
Don't forget
the
about
riffing
dogs.
guitar every time you walk down the
Sweet
street.
guitar. It's just dumb fun. You can pick it up for 10 minutes and go on with your extreme Doritos and Mountain Dew lifestyle. You can eat all those things and play the game at the same time.
Right, but at the end of the day, it is one-dimensional.
Yep.
You know exactly what you're getting, and it hasn't changed because apparently they perfected it. That's how they feel.
Yeah, I mean, it is close to perfection if that's what you want.
30 million sales a year, you can't be wrong.
It's a sport now.
It sure is.
Call of Duty is a sport. And on to Battlefield 4, it is much harder to learn. The learning curve is way higher. You can't be a jackass running around and help out your team. Classes can be confusing. Suppression plays a factor into aim, which is kind of strange. Bullet drop is a factor when shooting from afar. Vehicles can be impossible to maneuver, like the helicopters and the tanks and stuff like that. A lot of people have a lot of trouble with that.
The trade-off with the steeper learning curve,
Yes.
though, is that you get more of these crazy moments. You get planes that are crashing into tanks, jeeps ramping off of hills and crashing into buildings.
Yeah.
Basically, everything's crashing and exploding for some
So
reason.
cool. But they're all player controlled and it's all happening in real
Yeah.
time, which is amazing.
And you have those unique moments, like just loading C4 onto a bulldozer and ramming into the building, and all your friends just laughing and running around because you're soldier mans.
And Lawrence, it's 64 player maps, right? Not the 32.
So yeah, you get 64 players, and you get these crazy moments like in the beta map. You can base jump from one building to another to kind of hop your way down to either find a good sniping position or just drop on top of an annoying.
Battlefield wins.
The Battlefield wins. You got those again. We got squads on top of buildings, so flaming tanks, and then the helicopter has to come and shoot the squad out, and the tanks will shoot it. It's amazing. It's awesome. It's so cool.
But you need to rely on your squad and people who actually know what they're doing.
Yes.
Otherwise, it becomes a shit show, and the game actually doesn't become that much fun.
And COD is trying to perfect that actually with their AI, with their squads. They have the AI group that you can actually pit against other people's AI groups, and then you put your robots against each other.
Just take humans out of it. We can just play with robots now. They're so much better, and they don't call me a homosexual.
But then in Battlefield 4, you have to rely on every single dude in your squad.
In order for the game to be fun online, you need people who know what they're doing.
Right.
Otherwise, you're just going to be playing deathmatch games, and that's not really the core of the game.
No, it really isn't.
Now let's move over to what is arguably the most important thing on this list, esports.
For COD, of course, there's rotating seasons. It's going to add a lot of replayability, tons of support. Call of Duty Championship financed by Activision. It's just taken more seriously by all the pro, no-scope, MLG, dubstep montage kids.
360 no scope really helps me out, like and favorite, subscribe, all that fun. Go to hell.
Yeah.
Battlefield 4, on the other hand, barely has any support outside of the community that actually plays it.
Correct.
There's a new spectator mode, though, that is very promising.
Sure.
And with the team size, it might be a problem.
Yeah, and again, esports is not really necessarily a factor with Battlefield.
DICE knows their audience, and they're making it for them, which is a huge reason why I appreciate the Battlefield franchise, because they know what I want.
On the second screen support, COD will allow you to do a bunch of little things outside the game, of course, like managing your loadouts, check out stats, customize a bunch of stuff, and their little app. Battlefield 4 has exactly the same thing,
Pretty much.
But of course, there is commander mode. And
This
that's
is the
very
big
important.
factor
Yes.
right here. Yes, you can actually send orders from a tablet or another screen. You can also just do this from your computer, whatever you want to do.
Yep.
But it adds a level of strategy that basically Call of Duty cannot touch.
Nope, doesn't exist.
No. And you can drop crates now.
Yep.
And you can fall on people, and then you can change your class from the crate.
Lawrence, can you drop missiles?
You can drop everything.
Can you drop other?
Space,
Can it rain men?
knowledge.
Can it drop other men?
You need more men.
Let's move on to arguably the most important part of this list. What do you think? This actually probably is the most important. Is COD, Ghosts, or Battlefield 4 going to win your heart? Are you going to buy both? Are you going to buy only one? What's going to happen this holiday season?
So yes, which army mans will you shoot? In which field of battle?
All of them.
It's just the same game, whatever. That's gonna get him mad.
It's on eBay right now. It's got a lot of.
No one's gonna buy your
No,
stupid
no one's going to buy your car, Lawrence. We got the Indiegogo.
Working a 10-year older version of my car for $3,000. I'm not.
But your car's totally busted, bro.
It runs. It's a
No,
working car.
No, but the
Semen
picture,
is so fresh.
the picture you sent us, it looks like a total junk.
So I had to install a button that would short between the battery and the starter motor to get the damn thing to start sometimes.
You want money for this thing?
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Go to every2minutes.com to find out how to win one of thousands of Xbox One entertainment systems.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming for Friday.
Oh my god! Ready? Yes!
And your first story for today, Grand Theft Auto Online is going to be giving everybody $500,000 in video game fake cash.
Yes, that's because of their launch problem.
They sure did have those, so Rockstar announced a bundle of free in-game cash for players that have endured the launch issues of Grand Theft Auto Online today.
That would be pretty much everybody, right?
What do they say, Bruce?
We will be dropping a cool $500,000 GTA dollars in the GTA Online bank accounts of all players this month, starting as early as next week.
Wow, so this will come in 2 chunks of $250,000 each.
That's awesome.
So don't question those bank statements when they come in. Just be like, it's not a Nigerian prince.
So here's what we got to do to get the money. You must play GTA Online at some point during October to qualify, and you also have to install the 1.04 title update, which will release next week.
Interesting. So if you do both of these things, 2 deposits of $250,000 will make their way into the bank account, and they'll just be there. Happy times.
Yep.
You spend them on whatever you want.
And we've had lots of fun playing GTA Online, right?
Been good so far. We have a very pretty woman.
No, her name is, what is it? Kuntz?
Kuntz.
It's Kuntz. No,
She has a brother in another world of The Sims.
I want to be an actor.
On your next news story, it looks like the Xbox will be advertising to you all the freaking time.
Ow, my balls.
Yep, that's gonna hurt all the time. So some guy on NeoGAF posted a screenshot of him using the Xbox 360. He searched for The Wolf Among Us, that new game,
Right.
and it popped up with an ad for like some indie game that had Wolf in the title.
Yeah, Halo.
That was so they're gonna be advertising you pretty much all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's an indication of the Xbox One. It's
Yep.
going to be all up in your face.
Yep.
Have you seen Idiocracy?
I have.
It's getting closer to that.
Yeah.
There's going to be a whole bunch of boxes and people getting punched in body parts.
Are we happy that we're paying for the Xbox and getting advertised to?
No, I've never been happy, but there's also nothing I can do about it. Except stop paying. Never thought about that.
On your trailers, we've only got one. The Soma trailer.
Mm-hmm.
This game comes out in 2015, and it looks fucking rad.
I can't tell if it's Aliens.
It's Aliens.
I can't tell if it's not Blade Runner, the other one.
Lawrence, what
Hellraiser.
What else? Is this your brain or is it an alien brain that they're killing?
I'm pretty sure it's your brain because when it starts getting stabbed, you go like, "Stop it! Stop stabbing my brain!" That's exactly what it sounds like.
Then they stab your brain one more time, telling you the game's not coming out for 2 more years.
We don't listen to you, player. Stab your brain anyway.
That's the slinky. I can hear the slinky.
You're using a slinky, Lawrence,
Fuck me.
while we're recording a show.
You're talking into Skype doing this. It's weird unless you're just maybe hanging out by the stairs. You're like, okay.
Watching it.
He just runs back out.
Watching it.
Grabs Slinky, runs back up.
I'm looking at a blade of grass wiggle back and forth in the wind. It's very like, you ever see that movie Phenomenon? It's just like that. That's what's happening right now.
If you want to buy Lawrence's van,
Nobody does.
He was born in it, he was conceived in it,
No.
and he'll probably die in it.
He actually did see boobs in it.
You can buy it on
He
eBay.
saw boobs in it.
Link below.
Links in the description.
He saw Bruce's boobs in there.
Nobody. Now, Lawrence, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually talk. We're gonna put the van's eBay link in the description today, so that people can click that, and bid on your shitty van. Is that cool?
Can I
That's cool.
All
do
right.
this with all my junk too?
Um,
Let you guys know to put eBay.
You put on the free table like everyone else.
well,
No.
the
If
problem.
the kid bids on this and wins it, he has to buy it. Like this is, it's not a joke.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Daily for Monday.
Oh, it's a new week.
First things started for today, we're asking the question, is Xbox One turning into Twitter?
Basically, yes.
Pretty much, yeah. We got a video today where the Xbox One was showing off the Friends app.
Okay.
We got a walkthrough featuring everyone's favorite grandpa uncle, Uncle Grandpa,
Major-
Grandpa Nelson.
Major Larry Herb Nelson.
He's kind of fun.
So he explains the follower system, which is really similar to Twitter now. So you can follow any of your friends, and then they can follow you, and no one actually needs to accept a friend request at all.
It's identical to Twitter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically you can see like a celebrity type person or whatever and be like, I can follow you now, you don't have to send you a friend request. It's kind of interesting.
Exactly.
So like any Xbox app, you can snap it to the side of the screen, which is interesting.
Yeah.
You yell at it or like, Xbox, show me things.
And then it snaps.
And it pops out, and then you can have a live feed of all your friend activity coming in through the side, so you don't have to actually keep hitting the guide button and
Right.
to find out what all your friends are doing.
Right, and you can harass them, and they can come play a game with you. You can play a game with them. It looks like it works pretty seamless.
Right, and it's going to help you get all those multiplayer achievements with all your buddies,
Yep.
which Major Scrub can only get about 60,000, which
Whoa.
is pretty
Whoa.
sad, right, Lawrence?
Yeah, Lawrence, how many do you have?
It's pathetic. I have basically all of them.
Lawrence, how many achievement points do you have?
35,905.
So it has been confirmed that Major Nelson has a life. Lawrence?
Doesn't.
Nelson.
No.
Oh, I just got the best. Okay, so you know that part in Rocky 4 when he's like training and he's got that picture on the side of the mirror and he crumples it? I'm gonna do that, except with Xbox because you can snap it to the side. I'm gonna make friends with people that have the most achievement points and I'm gonna stare at them.
So Major Nelson also posted on his blog, there's a quote, "A great driver in Forza Motorsport 5, for example, could have a huge group of thousands or even millions of followers all tracking their performance in-game." This quote comes from Rob LaHoo, Xbox Live Programming Manager. Those followers can have this driver on their personal leaderboard so that they can constantly keep track of how they stack up, and they can potentially connect online with the driver to get into a race with him.
Interesting. So
Yes.
here we started the discussion. What will happen to those people who have a large following?
Right.
Can you actually make money off of Xbox One by catering to your followers?
And you think definitely they can. I also think so. I think Microsoft doesn't even know it yet, right?
Of course, exactly. You can develop an audience using pretty much any game. That's exactly what Twitch does, where you build a channel based on a title. It's very smart.
And the newest wave of marketing targets social media influencers. So there's people on Twitch, on YouTube, and so forth. People are paid to tweet and make YouTube videos, just like we all know and love. And the Xbox One Friend Network could function exactly like this.
Oh, totally. Welcome to the new world of this is how you make money. So those with enough followers on Xbox Live might be able to just get paid to play certain games, wear specific avatar items, or record and release videos on a particular channel.
Yep.
So let's say, for example, there is someone with 1 million followers on Xbox Live. We'll call him CHark.
Gotcha.
And CHark.
Yep,
So he will be playing a game, and that will be showing up to his millions of followers.
Yep.
Now, a game company or a publisher or anyone like that can actually just give him money and say, hey, just play our game.
Yes.
You don't actually have to tell people to play it. All you have to do is play it, and it will show up to your friends, and with the hope that people will buy that game so they can hopefully jump into like a multiplayer lobby with CHark.
And that's exactly the way YouTube works. That's the way Twitch works, and that's probably the way the PS4 is also going to work as well.
And that might happen to you.
What?
Little
Tommy?
Tibby.
Lawrence, what game are you going to play and make money on?
Man, Rise is gonna have some easy ass achievements. I'm already.
That's right. He picks out the games with easy achievements.
Press X. Press A. Press B. Press Y.
10 points. Yes!
You quick time the shit out of that dude's neck.
All right, on your trailer is the Battlefield 4 official TV trailer. These are people describing their experiences in Battlefield 4.
We can do a more realistic version.
Let's do it.
Yeah, man, I was playing the game one time, and then all of a sudden this boat just dropped out of nowhere into the middle of the battlefield.
There's one time the skyscraper came down, and it left the umbrellas in the air with a bunch of wreckage, and it totally glitched out.
And then I was camping on top of the roof with all my friends, and we shot like 8 Stinger missiles at an assault copter. It finally went down, and then got stuck in the air.
It was awesome.
Only in Battlefield.
On your next trailer, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 teaser. There's nothing here.
Go on.
There's
No,
nothing.
stop it.
Apparently it's a Phil's pick. There's nothing in the
He
trailer.
just
Phil.
hangs there.
Yeah, he doesn't even move. You know what Spider-Man does? He slings from building to building. He kills criminals.
He doesn't kill them.
He hurts criminals.
He hurts them.
He hurts them.
Okay.
He doesn't do anything in this trailer.
Jamie Foxx is playing Electro, and they don't even show him. He looks weird, but they could have done that. Stop clapping!
All right, so we should give everybody an update on Lawrence's car since it did sell over the weekend. Lawrence, how much did it sell for?
$1,826.
The best part about it is that the car didn't start today when he went out to start it, and you sold it for $1,800.
I could have jumped in, it would have started just fine.
But like realistically, if I took that baby out on the highway and I floored it,
If you're going up a steep hill and there's a strong headwind, yeah, it's hard to get above like 45. But
Does it have a sail? Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Tuesday.
It's Tuesday! Yes!
And your first news story for today, Watch Dogs hath been delayed.
Shut up!
It's not supposed to be has and can't say whatever.
Fuck.
Anyway, so Ubisoft decided to delay Watch Dogs until spring of next year.
Holy balls, that's a really long delay.
That's really sad. We got a quote, though, from Ubisoft saying,
Here they are. But from the beginning, we have adopted the attitude that we will not compromise on quality. It became clear to us that we needed to take the extra time to polish and fine-tune each detail so we can deliver a truly memorable and exceptional experience.
sad but true.
Yes.
Because that's a quote.
Ubisoft says delayed games like Watch Dogs and The Crew, which also got delayed, will cause a major loss of about $54 million for their year.
Now, if you break the math down, though, video games make more than that. So it's okay.
Yeah, well, that's true. But they were supposed to sell The Crew, Watch Dogs, and Assassin's Creed at the end of the year, and they're only selling one of the three.
Sadly, the president of Ubisoft will have to get the medium rare steak instead of buying the whole fucking restaurant. Darn.
If you're anything like James, you ordered the PS4 launch bundle with Watch Dogs, and now we're not exactly sure what you can do. As of right now, Amazon UK will let you swap your bundle. James, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you're getting Killzone and Knack?
No!
Yeah, you get both.
No!
I need people to play with. Come on. We're gonna make a little monsters, and Mark Cerny's gonna play with us because no one else is gonna have it.
Nobody will.
I'm gonna buy Killzone. It'll be fun.
Shut up.
They shoot mans with red eyes.
Oh.
Red eye mans. But do not worry, the delay actually isn't all that bad. Ubisoft already has another open world game coming out pretty soon.
Assassin's Creed 4.
It's got boats!
Yep, that's
Grand Theft Auto 5 is already out, Saints Row 4 is there,
Yep.
and we have a lot of games coming out this holiday season. Here's a quick montage of all of them. Mostly explosions and army mans.
That was fast.
So yes, delays overall suck, but this definitely is one of those games that we really, really want Ubisoft to get right because everything that we've seen and played has been very promising so far.
Yes, it has. So when it comes to a new game, especially one as massive as Watch Dogs, they only have one shot to get it right, especially on the consoles. They put it out, and then hopefully the game doesn't glitch and doesn't break. And since they're delaying it, we know it won't. And they don't have to compete with Assassin's Creed 4 anymore.
It was kind of odd that they were going to be putting out two similar yet different games out against each other.
Right.
On a launch console. I think delaying them is overall for the best.
It's for the best for them. But again, spring of next year, they've got to compete with Titanfall and Destiny.
Good, that's fine. More games, better.
That
What,
is-
Lawrence?
I was just rubbing my nipples. I don't know, man.
You talk about games he likes, and he's just like, yes. Ooh.
On to on to your game releases of the week, brought to you by.
Right, man.
Bill!
There you go.
Oh, sick. Another week didn't go by where no fucking Lego games came out. The real fun in Lego is boiling them down and injecting them into your heart. Then the real constructions begin, and all of time can be yours. Anyway, here's some stupid shit. 20-year-old game on the fucking mackerels. This is why Sega's still the best idiot. Because kids, they love tennis. Hey, you like reading comic books? Here's a game instead. This is the continuation of that zombie story that everyone cried about. But now the black guy turned white, and now he's gonna see what it's like to be a loser. Fucking scary. Now, how much more suck video games? Here's fighting if you like to battle. For some reason, they've chosen to put violence in their thing. Also, these fucks want you to ingest some foreign substances. No, what I need is a good dance. Something like, yeah, life is real again.
Moving over to trailers headed with the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Edward Kenway story trailer. This is a story about Edward Kenway,
He's shirtless.
mostly through the video. This is for girls.
And on to your Kingdom Hearts 3, the trailer.
What?
It's just gameplay, right?
It's a lot of gameplay.
You're in a train, and then you're in a boat.
This is like a proof of concept thing. There's a Disney Expo going on in Tokyo right now, so they released some gameplay video
And then you have-
after announcing Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remix,
And they have guns.
Final Hearts
This
underscore.
just looks like Kingdom Hearts 1, but it's Kingdom Hearts 3. It looks better than Kingdom Hearts. That's all it is. It's the same game.
Well, how do you improve perfection? You make it look prettier.
Hey, you guys, good
Probably
news.
gets paid more than me.
Twister Mania is only $9 on GameFly right now.
I don't know what that is.
Twister Mania.
I was gonna say,
it's self-explanatory.
I was gonna say a shit stain by any other smell.
What are
It
you
is
talking
still
about?
A shit stain.
Twister Mania for Kinect. Twister Mania.
How
I bet
did-
it has achievements. There's a game called Let's Dance. Oh man, I gotta play with that.
No one cares.
Yeah. Not even us.
You know, we're just gonna mute you.
Hello, welcome to Inside Gaming for Thursday!
It is Thursday!
Oh,
Yes!
yes! Adam is long gone. He's gone. He left forever. He's what is it? 2 weeks?
He's
week
gone.
and a half?
Adam's gone for 2 weeks, so you gotta deal with the rotating.
Boo! You meant to say the rotating cast of shit cavalcade
The rotating
hosts.
cavalcade of shit hosts.
There we go. That's
Thank
what it
you.
was.
Yeah.
All right, on to your first news story. Today, we found out that cross-platform play between the Xbox One and PC may not be far away.
In an interview with Ouse Gamers, Phil Spencer, the vice president of Microsoft Studios, said that the cross-platform play between Xbox One and PC, quote, makes a lot of sense.
Oh, thanks, Phil. So he went on to talk about Shadowrun. It's actually a game he worked on, where PC people could play against 360 people. It was a while back. And he also talked about Skulls of the Shogun, where you could save your game to the cloud on Xbox, then continue that same save on PC.
That's right. On PC, the Xbox One and PS4 have very similar x86 architectures. Basically, they're just PC, which we proved
Right, they're all
by
just
building
Yes.
them
That is
all
very
a couple
true.
months ago.
Yeah.
So the newest gen has the most potential for crossplay so far.
Yep, that's true. Phil Spencer even said, "I'm not allowed to leak things," quote, and then he smiled and then he winked, nudge, nudge, because I think, so here's my theory. I think that the very first game that Xbox will release, Xbox One, cross-platform.
Killer Instinct.
Ah! No, it's Titanfall. It's gonna be Titanfall. Exclusively to the Xbox One, to 360, and then to PC. I think that's going to be the very first game they're gonna give this a shot with, and it's obviously a major AAA title. It could be their very first successful foray into cross-platform play.
It'll be great for me because I suck on Xbox, but I really enjoy playing PC.
Right.
And now when we can play together.
And we can play against each other. You're not supposed to touch me. Plus, we also know Microsoft is working on lots of cloud-based AI and graphics rendering for Titanfall, so it really wouldn't matter which platform you were playing it on.
That's right. And if that works, could the ultimate competition of gaming commence PC versus Xbox One
What?
versus the PS4?
What? No way!
Maybe way.
No, probably not. Microsoft and Sony never want to. They never want to agree on this stuff.
No, but you can play you can play Eve on your PC and Dust on your PS3, and
Yeah,
it's
that's
all
true.
the same
That's
shard,
true.
and
That's
that
true.
exists.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Nobody's playing Dust though. That's the problem.
Yeah, but all the other games that were cross-platform kind of sucked, like you said, like Dust and Shadowrun and all those other stuff. So maybe this will be the first. Titanfall will be the first one that people will actually play against.
Yeah.
Imagine destroying that 12-year-old in COD, where you're on your keyboard and mouse, and then you tell him that he's bad, his console is bad, and that he should feel bad.
Or imagine like that same 12-year-old also playing COD
Yeah.
insults your mom on the Xbox and
What a bitch! What?
You tell your mom,
Yeah.
Mom, go get on the PC.
Yeah.
And then you tag team that little fucking 12-year-old
That's
with your
right.
mom.
That's right, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, you bitch.
What are you yelling?
This got really misogynistic really quick.
No, I'm not saying bitch.
Oh, that's the mom.
The 12-year-old bitch. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, 12-year-old bitch.
On to your trailers. Your one and only trailer, the Batman Arkham Origins TV spot, right, Phil?
Yeah.
It's a TV spot, so neither of us have watched it.
Nope.
So what do you think it is?
I think Batman is going to fall down from the darkness and land either on top of or right behind somebody and take them out.
Okay, I think that because I saw a little hint. They showed a little bit of Bruce Wayne, so I think Bruce Wayne's in there just a tad, and then from there we find out how Batman becomes Batman, and then he picks up a stick and does this thing.
In this game,
it's
you
Deathstroke.
play as Bruce Wayne, selling stocks, grieving for your parents, talking to Lucius.
Was I right? Were we right?
Joel, absolutely not.
What?
Bruce, 2% right.
It's all your favorite hits.
I love Joel's color scheme.
Thank you, bud.
Did you put it in like
My
it
mom
almost looks
picked this
like
out
you
for me.
Found a template for like a good they match in some way. I'm sure like if you clicked on one color and you looked for like colors that correspond to that color.
Oh, like it's like a Sherwin-Williams website or
exactly.
something.
Yeah.
I do. I matched Robin's egg with caramel cafe.
Oh my
Caramel
gosh.
Caramel.
Joel's not gay, everybody. He's not gay.
Play that game every day.
Yep. Yes! Welcome to Inside Gaming Daily for Friday!
Yes!
Adam's got the shits, so he's not here.
And it's my show now.
So on to your first news story. The Black Friday deals for GameStop have been leaked.
Oh my god. Shocker. GameStop's Black Friday ad for Battlefield 4 and 360, $30 on Friday only. Call of Duty Ghosts, 360, $50.
Friday only. $200 bundles for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So the PS3 comes with Arkham Origins, which is brand new, and The Last of Us. It's only $200.
The 360 comes with Halo 4 and a Tomb Raider download code, also for $200.
So good. And then there's a 3-month Xbox Live card for $15.
That's really good. That's
really
a good deal.
Super good. And then
Yeah.
a PS Plus 1-year membership for $30. And for all you Nintendo freaks, Lawrence, are you there? Lawrence?
I like Lego City Undercover.
You can get a pre-owned Wii for $50.
You can turn into a spaceman and build a little spaceship.
Because nobody actually plays the Wii anymore, so you just actually buy the system and then...
It's not even a Wii U, it's a pre-owned Wii.
It's a Wii. It's not a Wii U.
It was made in
Like
2008.
Super Metroid on the Wii. If you spend another $15, it's a great deal.
Is it a great deal, Lawrence?
You also have to buy a Pro controller, which is like another $20.
This is not a great deal. It's gone up to $100 now that I paid for a Nintendo Wii. One thing we should mention is that no deals on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One at all in this leaked ad. So
Yeah.
we have not seen, there's no deals on accessories, no deals on the systems or games or nothing.
Not a
So-
big surprise yet.
No, I mean, we're not surprised, but it still kind of sucks.
Right.
So.
In other news,
Yes.
Drive Club is delayed. So
boy.
you're not getting that with your PS4 either.
No, so you're getting this weird indie game called Contrast instead of Drive Club for free because you were supposed to get Drive Club for free.
Sony loves indie developers.
They do, and here's a game that you jump around. It's a 2D platformer where you have to figure out how to play the game, and it's really hard. There's the definition of all indie games.
Well, but you're an indie developer now, Bruce. Congratulations.
All right, Lawrence, so you watched the Rise Son of Rome trailer, right?
I did, and you'll never guess what happened.
Well, we're gonna try and guess. Joel, you go ahead.
All right, I think that Rise, which is I think the guy's name,
Nope.
he gets into the Testugo position where they all have their shields up and they're
like this?
Yeah, they're like this, and they're blocking stuff with their shields.
Okay, so is that all that happens in this trailer?
That's one of the things that happens.
So I'm gonna say that his name is Rise. So Rise stabs a man in the stabs a man in the leg. Stabs a man in the leg.
With a spear or with a sword?
With a sword.
Uh-huh.
And then Phil, are we right? Does he? There is a sequence
But
where
Joel's first thing was right. There is the shot where they're all blocking like the arrows where the guys.
You cheated.
No, I didn't see it.
You totally cheated.
I didn't see it, but that's called a Testugo. Are there barbarian hordes invading cities in Rome? You know what? Fuck Kovic. If he doesn't want to be here for his show, I don't want to give him an excuse. I'm just gonna say he's gone, and it's my show, and it's my show now, girls. Woo!
Girls? There's no girls here. They're all dudes.
Hush now.
Only hugs, no tears.
Does that count as a slap? There was the one slap, and you said if you slap me again, then I can slap you, and then he did slap you again.
But I didn't slap him in the face. Oh, where'd I slap you, Joel?
In my penis.
Boom!
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I went like this.
Yes. 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 Yes.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Go to every2minutes.com to find out how to win one of thousands of Xbox One entertainment systems.
Hello and welcome to Inside Gaming Daily for Tuesday!
It's Tuesday!
Yeah! All right, Adam's got the shits again, so Joel's hosting.
Boy, the permanent shits, but now, it's time for the Inside Gaming News Daily.
On to your first news, that was good job hosting, Joel.
Thanks.
On to your first news story. GTA 5 PC, there's a torrent floating around right now, but do not download it.
Right.
Don't do it. Don't download it.
They're all like, oh, you can play GTA 5 on the PC through this torrent. But guess what? Shocker, it contains 18 gigs of malware.
That's a lot of malware.
That's a
I couldn't
shitload
really
of
cram all that malware into that torrent. So Geek.net actually took a bullet for everybody and downloaded it. And
hopefully on a shitty old computer they didn't care about.
apparently the install process is pretty legit, but do not be fooled. There is no version of GTA 5 on PC yet.
If Intel and Nvidia's accidental leaks are true, we are getting a GTA 5 on PC early next year.
Yes.
So don't worry.
No.
Don't hurry.
Yeah, don't download that torrent that's floating around. Don't do it.
Don't do what Donnie Don't does.
All right, on to your second news story. Titanfall has a release date.
Hot diggity damn.
Tell them what it is, Joel.
It's March 11th, 2014.
That's a lot earlier than a lot of people thought, actually.
Yeah, I was actually thinking probably April.
Yep, and people are expecting it to get pushed, so hopefully it won't get pushed. It's coming out on Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC, no PS4.
That's right, and there's a $250 collector's edition, which includes an 18-inch figure. I got an 18-inch figure. Also, there's going to be an art book and a Titan schematic in the collector's edition. The figure lights up.
Holy shit, that's so cool.
It's super cool.
And the beta signups could possibly begin today, according to the Titanfall Twitter. So just go ahead and follow that Titanfall Twitter, and you might be the first to fall into Titanfall.
Titanfall Twitter. It's so alliterative. It's fun to say on my mouth.
I have played the game. It is amazing. This is one of the only collector's editions I've actually considered pre-ordering.
Everything in that pretty picture looks so pretty.
Oh, it's good. It's amazing.
You know what I want more than the collector's edition? I want that giant statue that's been at PAX. I just want it to be in the office.
That was so fucking cool.
Everything that they're making with this game, is so high quality, so fucking rad. I can't wait for it.
Titanfall's nailed it. All right, on your game releases of the Ride Bro team.
Phil!
So Batman is video games. There's a lot of games this week. So we got a soccer game right there. Here's a lawyer thing for babies. Also Batman, another Batman. What is that? Is this too fast? Sonic games. There's a fast Sonic game. Heard it's a piece of shit though. It's a Sonic game. So we don't have much time to another Batman game. No, it's not. It's the other Batman. But it's Lego, so it's pretty much like Batman. Oh, here's a Batman. Here's a baby game about being a baby. Look how fucking beautiful this experience is. Here's a music thing for losers. Why would you want to learn how to fuck Batman? Deuce Nukem is back for some reason. Fucking it's got more oranges. There's a SpongeBob game if you don't like games that are too fun. Shit me, time's almost up, go! Dark Demons, it looks like Diablo, but instead of spells, you get abilities. And you could be fuck, shit, dude. There's another Wii game and it's a lot of colors and you can play with your babies. Okay, finally, and good Diablo's out. This is Diablo. If it was actually good and minus the fuck that loser. You can use enchanted actions instead of magic, and there are swords and you can equip Batman!
You're supposed to say team.
Well, you said team.
Say it.
Yeah, game release of the week, brought to you team!
Poe!
Phil! Oh my god, we have a shitload of trailers for you guys
Yes, we
today.
do.
We have the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag 101 trailer.
Pirates,
Yeah.
naval gameplay, assassinating, what else?
Sharks,
There's sharks in this.
spy glasses.
Like a history lesson.
We gotta hurry up. Next trailer, the Lego Marvel Superheroes launch trailer. What happens in this one, Phil?
You see all the Lego versions of like Wolf,
Who narrates it?
Stanley.
There we
He
go.
did watch it. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I see where your bread is butter. Next, we have the Battlefield 4 single player trailer.
This one's super epic, and he punches a dog.
Fuck you, Riley, is what he says.
Punches a dog.
And then finally, we have the Killzone Shadowfall story trailer.
This is super epic. Did you watch it? Did you watch it?
No.
I watched it, and I got to play the game. It's really fucking awesome.
Yeah, you did. You
Really,
were
really
surprised
cool.
by how
I
much
was
fun you
very,
had.
very surprised.
And I said finally, but I was wrong, because this is our final trailer.
This is the Titanfall official Angel City gameplay trailer. You guys have probably seen some gameplay already. Similar to this in Titanfall, it's just over and over fun to watch.
It reminds me of like 4 months ago when we were getting a lot of Battlefield trailers.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god, this guy, when can I play it? And that's how I feel about Titanfall.
5 months.
5 months!
5 months you can play Titanfall.
Yeah.
That is all legal.
Yeah.
We're gonna
All legal of Skyrim. Call now for the legalest around.
Legalx.com.
Call us, the Skyrim experts.
Suck my. Is that what you wanted?
He doesn't get it like here.
Big floppy.
Woo! All the you need. Come on down to
Come
Emporium
on down.
with the
It's
CUM.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Go to every2minutes.com to find out how to win one of thousands of Xbox One entertainment systems.
Hello, welcome to Inside Gaming Daily for Wednesday.
Wednesday preemptive hump.
Oh man,
Preemptive hump.
it's my day. I'm supposed to
Preemptive
hump.
hump.
I'm supposed to hump.
Preemptive hump. I won't lose.
On to your first news story. Do you, I'm pointing at the camera, you still love the PS4?
Yes, now that we are only 3 weeks away from the release of the PlayStation 4 and Sony hasn't changed much in terms of revealing the console
Correct.
since February or E3,
Yeah.
are you still as excited for the PS4 when you first found out about it?
Let's start with the system. James, are you excited or not excited for the system?
I am excited because I have barely gotten to get my hands on this thing.
Right.
I've barely touched the new controller.
Yep.
I think I had it in my hands for maybe 20 seconds, but I haven't gotten to play anything
Right.
with it. Everyone tells me it's amazing, probably the best modern controller, and I just want to try it for myself.
I'm also very excited to see what the superior hardware can do in terms of graphics and gameplay. And definitely, I have played with the new controller pretty extensively, and it is much better than PlayStation 3's, so that's good. And the touchpad's actually a nice addition as well. Still not sure if the PlayStation 4 controller is better than the Xbox One's, though. So that's sort of the rub there. Let's move on to games, James.
Well, not excited about the games because I don't even know. Like, the dawn of next gen is considerably less interesting without a bunch of really cool launch titles
That's true.
to make me interested.
Right.
Obviously, Watch Dogs
Yep.
got delayed.
Yep.
It's a major hit to my interest in the PlayStation 4, but next gen in general, there's other games like Assassin's Creed 4.
Sure, those are great.
There's games like Blacklight,
Yeah, those are
which
great.
thank God, because
got those.
it's a free-to-play game that I can actually have on day one,
Yep.
but they don't feel next-gen-y. Like there are
Wow,
like Assassin's Creed.
okay.
Assassin's Creed 4 is already going to be out, and Blacklight existed for a while now.
Yeah.
So it's just like I'm finally going to get my hands on it, but that doesn't make it feel next-gen-y.
And I'm right there with you. I'm also not excited because, again, the PS4 is not giving me a launch title to be excited about and be like, oh shit, I need the PlayStation 4. I really need this system for this one game, especially because Watch Dogs got delayed. And I think Watch Dogs had the most to gain from the superior graphics on the PlayStation 4.
yeah.
That said, I am very excited about Killzone because I got to play it a few days ago and it looked unbelievable. Like the gameplay was good, but the graphics were just insane. They just blew you away. And also at that same event, I got to play Knack.
Whoa! Shut your mouth.
But I'm not excited about that. It was just mainly a 3D platformer. I mean, it was cool, but it didn't wow me. I'm also very excited to see the quality of indie titles in the PlayStation 4 because Sony's been very open to the indie developers.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. And then, like you said, the free-to-plays. You got Blacklight Retribution, DC Universe Online, and Warframe at launch for the PlayStation 4. I'm excited. I'm excited about the free-to-plays on PlayStation 4 because you can just fire it up and play it right away.
Also onto the interface of the actual system itself.
Yeah.
The interface and sharing functionality is something we've only seen in horrible, terrible,
Right.
promo videos
Yeah, those
that
commercials are terrible.
just, I can't emphasize how horrible they are.
Yep.
But I want to see how it actually works when I'm sitting on my couch as opposed to some D-bag hanging out in his super kitschy vintage garage, which has dust on the couch, but not enough that it kind of makes him itchy.
I'm gonna guess that Sony's interface is not as good as their commercials show, typically because Sony's not the best at designing interfaces for any of their devices. They're good, but they're not the best. And Xbox One seems to have a little more promise there. I'm also not excited for the PlayStation Eye because it looks like garbage. I'm just like you, not really excited about the new interface. Their sharing functionality still is not yet hammered out. Their capture capabilities, I know that he told us they were going to do, we're going to do YouTube capture. We're going to do, we're turn off HDCP for all you guys that want to play games, put them on YouTube. But they haven't actually shown us anything yet.
Yes.
So, and we'll move on to the price. Finally, yes, we are both excited for the price.
Oh, yeah.
$399 US. You just can't beat it, right, guys?
Fantastic.
You just cannot beat it.
$399!
Woo! Thanks, Sony. I appreciate that.
But basically, to wrap everything up, I am not excited for the PS4 as much as I should be, but that doesn't mean I don't want it.
Okay, all right.
I still
sure.
really want it.
All right.
I still want to hold it in my
Over the
hands.
Xbox One? Do you want it over the Xbox One?
I do not have an Xbox One pre-order. I only have a PlayStation 4 pre-order.
There you go. Light pops, okay. All right, I see that. As it stands now, I am right down the middle of the PlayStation 4. I don't think Sony's innovated nearly as much as the Xbox One because Xbox got the cable pass-through, they got the Kinect integration. Sony just they upped the graphics and they said, here's your system, and we're gonna have lots of badass games, but they still haven't shown us those badass games. We'll see. So Sony, I have a lot of faith in Sony, and so we'll see what they can actually deliver on. Joel, what about you? Are you excited about the PlayStation 4? Yes or no?
Bet.
Phil, what about you? Are you excited about PlayStation 4?
No.
Wow. Phil says no. At least he
harsh
committed,
no.
Joel. And what about you? Are you excited about the PlayStation 4? Do you still love it as much as that initial release when all the fanboys came out of the woodwork? Sony did it! They did it! Are you that excited still?
Who are you talking to?
Nobody. On to your trailers, the Batman Arkham Origins launch trailer. Did you watch it?
I did watch it.
Fuck! Phil, did you watch it?
I did.
Joel, did you watch it?
With you, I did.
Holy shit, we all watched the trailer!
Wow.
We don't even need to talk about what happens.
No.
Batman happens.
Batman happens.
Batman's a scientist.
I can tell you why Phil wasn't excited about it.
James didn't commit.
James, he didn't commit?
I mean, he said he wasn't excited, but then he's gonna get it. That's a.
Ah, you're right. That's not kind
That's
of
a bad-
that's a meh. What about you, Zane? Are you excited about PlayStation 4? Meh. He shrugged his shoulders. Didn't even say anything. Richard Keith? So that means he's not excited. Right?
Not excited. About
Everyone's gonna call us such fucking fanboys.
I know that I was trying to kind of.
But in all fairness, I'm not really excited about it.
Yeah, Phil
true.
Phil
Phil
isn't
isn't
really excited.
I've never seen him get a
But
boner.
honestly, the whole mood in this office is really, really low. I don't think anyone here cares about video games, at all. We should just. This is the last show. Can we just end it?
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Go to every2minutes.com to find out how to win one of thousands of Xbox One entertainment systems.
Hello, welcome to Inside Gaming Daily for Thursday! All right! Brett Hundley, Mr. Hundar is co-hosting because Adam has the shits.
Yeah.
He's got the shits every
The
day.
Japanese shit.
He's got the Japanese shits. First story for today. Do you, the viewer, still hate the Xbox One? So we're about a month away from seeing the Xbox One in the wild, and Microsoft has been trying to win back the public since their original DRM announcement right before E3. Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah,
That's
that
all
was
too well.
Yeah, that was a big deal. In the meantime, Hundar and I are going to recap whether or not we actually hate the Xbox One. So first, we'll start with the system. I am excited. I'm actually excited for the cable pass-through, the universal remote control of your living room, and the Kinect integration. You know, the whole Kinect thing, waving your hands. That is if Kinect works like Microsoft says it will, which it probably, I don't know, we'll see. And I'm sort of excited about seeing games with better graphics and gameplay. Still not sure if it will compare to the PS4's performance. It probably won't. Xbox, it looks like it might be a little slower than the PS4. But I'm excited about the new Xbox One controller. They didn't change it much from Xbox 360, so it's still the best in the business.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna temper everything I say by saying I mostly play on PC.
that's okay. No, that's
They're gonna
all right.
call me a Sony fanboy no matter what.
That's okay.
Probably.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm excited about Kinect integration, where it's but like, is it still a thing where like it might see stuff in your house and like see that you've got like Full House on DVD and try to sell you like step by step and like?
I think you could probably opt in and opt out, but yes, it's going to do that.
Okay, I don't like that. It's a little too Big Brother for me. I'm excited for the interface though to evolve. I think they do the best interfaces of the two options.
They do. You're correct.
And sort of trying to go for that sci-fi territory. I think the PS4 will look sexier sitting in your living room.
Oh, you're totally right.
It's just like a little like, ooh, what's that? What's that black obelisk? You know, that fell from heaven.
No, you're right. The
and
Xbox One looks like a VCR.
It looks like a VCR, and then if you have the Kinect, like if you try to bring a girl over, the camera is like auto-adjusting on her tits while she's sitting there. It's
You're like, don't mind that, don't mind that.
Yeah, it's like, I compared it to like your creepy roommate like eating macaroni and cheese like out of a pot, just like staring at both of you while you're trying to watch a romantic movie. So.
It's even worse though because it's like Big Brother.
Yeah, it is. You don't know who's watching.
Yeah,
like 20 guys eating mac and cheese.
Well, those are all good points. On to the games. I am not excited really because Watch Dogs was delayed, and that was the game that I think most of us were really looking forward to. Were you looking forward to Watch Dogs?
Yeah, and as much as anything probably.
Oh, Phil was not looking forward to Watch Dogs.
No,
but you know the game I want on Xbox.
What?
Killer Instinct.
Nobody's looking for it, and I mean, there's Dead Rising 3, I guess. Whatever, sure. But I am excited for Titanfall because next March, first-person shooters are going to change forever. I played the game for like 45 minutes. It's going to change everything. It really will.
Wow.
And it's going to be on the Xbox and the PC at the very beginning. I'm sure it'll go to PS4 eventually, but it's an exclusive to Xbox right now. So,
damn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm one of like 8 people at this office that haven't played Titanfall.
Oh
so
my god. It's unbelievable.
Take your word for it.
That's unbelievable.
Again, full-time PC gamer. Everything I couldn't play on a console the entire last generation that I kind of gave a shit about was on Sony. Like, you know, like Uncharted or Last of Us. Even like, I was saying even like Shadow of the Colossus HD where I want to revisit stuff, it was all Sony.
Right.
Dead Rising 3, I guess, as much as anything. I don't really, whatever. Titanfall would probably look better on my like work PC that's like
You're probably right. You are probably right, yeah.
So I don't know that I could argue for it on Xbox One. All the games I play regularly, like MOBAs and stuff like that, I will just keep playing on my PC. So I expect to come to whatever console I own for like more like big narrative, like tentpole
like Uncharted and God of War and those kinds of things.
Exactly.
I totally get it. On to your interface, I'm actually very excited for the way you, the person, will interact with Kinect, Xbox One, and your TV. Shouting your TV, waving your hands instead of using a remote control is going to be great. I really hope. And then snapping an app like Skype or Machinima next to your game. I don't know if you've seen that where it pops up in 2 screens.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool. I like that. So I'm also excited that you can capture footage directly from HDMI from the Xbox One, whereas Sony doesn't have that right now. We still don't know how exactly it will work, but Xbox has sort of been a little more open in the sense that we can capture footage from HDMI and put it straight on YouTube.
Yeah,
so
cool.
and Sony's not.
I don't know. There's sort of a dream being pitched of like Minority Report living room where flawlessly you snap from the thing and you're commanding a world. It could also just be really interesting for like 5 minutes, and then you realize it's just your Blu-ray player, which I already own, like handles Netflix. I don't have to snap between anything. I'm only ever doing one thing right. The capacity for things to interrupt what I'm already doing frustrates me more. Like, ooh, Pussy Destroyer's online, and like, oh, buy this thing, and it's like I realize you can opt out of a lot of those things, but it's like, why complicate something unnecessarily?
No, I get you.
But Skyping on your couch is cool. I don't have cable, so live TV for me is like whatever.
Right.
Sort of, it pitches a dream of the Xbox owning your living room, which is like, there's a price to be paid.
Are you worried about that? A lot of people are.
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. I mean, I want to believe in it, and I like that they're trying to push that forward, but a lot of those things get compromised pretty easily.
You're correct. You are correct. All right, and then finally, price. I am not excited for the $500 price tag. Obviously, it's $100 more than the PS4.
Right.
So.
And you were saying that's pretty much just because of Kinect.
Yeah, no, I mean it's because Kinect costs more than $100. It's just and in a sense they're giving you a good deal for Kinect and Xbox One. Right. PS4 is $100 cheaper.
So to wrap it up for me, as a total casual to consoles, but like a diehard PC gamer, there's not a ton calling me to PlayStation, Xbox One over PlayStation 4 specifically.
Right.
Again, every exclusive I wanted to play was with Sony. I appreciate what Microsoft's trying to do in terms of interface and then sort of push things, but the price point is probably bad for someone split on the two if you weren't necessarily into the whole Kinect thing.
As usual, I am the Microsoft fanboy. Yes, that is true. Xbox One is the system that's innovating, and I'm a big tech freak. That's what I like to see, that they're trying to push things forward. Because of Kinect, you got the living room integration. That's all really cool. Not to mention the Xbox One with the DRM announcement right before E3. They were trying to give us Steam on a console. They're trying to give us digital distribution, and everybody whined, and then they reversed it. So now we got the same old thing. So it's like, our question to you is, do you actually hate the Xbox One still, or has Microsoft changed your mind over the last few months? On to your trailers. We got the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies launch trailer. You ever played Phoenix Wright? You know what Phoenix Wright is?
Yeah, I do.
Have you played it before?
I've never played it. I just see clips of him screaming.
Yeah, there's a lot of objection!
Yeah.
And apparently in this one there's analytical psychology. Is that cool?
That seems cool. At least funny. Nothing else.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it. And then there's Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, the Cell Blocks gameplay walkthrough, which is this is Batman Arkham Origins on the Vita. Have you seen this at all yet?
No.
It's cool. It's actually really cool. It looks pretty good for a Vita game. But it's just tiny little Batman.
Little Batman.
Walking around on your little Vita.
So cute and brooding.
I don't shit in that bathroom anymore. In that stall, because you can see immediately.
The door is like eye contact.
Well, I've done that before. Where I walked by and kind of like glanced, and I looked. I met eyes. I met eyes through the stall slot. I was like, oh fuck.
I think it's funny whenever you're in the stall and you can hear the door open and then immediately close because they're just looking to see it.
I do that every day. I go in there, I open it up, and I'm just like, stupid.
Yeah.
And like,
And then 5 minutes later.
well, because everybody that does that has a turtle head. They're all just like, oh, and then they're like, oh, fuck, and they have to suck it back in.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Go to every2minutes.com to find out how to win one of thousands of Xbox One entertainment systems.
Hello and welcome to Inside Gaming Daily for Friday! Yes! First news story today, the Xbox One, could it outsell the PS4 this holiday season?
Well, an analyst from Robert W. Baird, Colin Sebastian, is saying that the Xbox One should slightly outsell the PS4 this holiday season.
So the quote goes, while many forecasts still give an edge to Sony and PS4 in North America sales, we continue to expect similar or even slightly higher sales of Xbox One by the end of the launch window. Lawrence, what's the launch window?
It's anything they want it to be.
All right, if you remember, Colin was also correct about GTA 5 making $1 billion, but he said it will make it in a month, and it actually made it in 3 days.
That's right. PS4 and the Xbox should sell around 2 million units in North America.
Each, yeah.
And both should sell around 3 million total in international markets. But, on the other hand,
PS4 interests double Xbox One. That's our next news story. So according to the Compete blog, I'm not really sure. Rob Smith, do you know what the Compete blog is?
It is a fascinating resource for digital marketers.
I just fell asleep. So according to the Compete blog, 61% of people considered the PS4 only in their online shopping, while only 27% considered the Xbox One only. 12% considered both.
So what they're saying is that people will be shopping online more than double the time with the PS4.
But that conflicts with the other analyst. We just report on the other analyst, what he said. What do we do?
Oh my god. All right. Either way, we're just excited to see who's going to win the console wars. We had lots of episodes this week about what we thought, what you guys thought, our opinions, your opinions.
We're 3 weeks away.
And apparently we're all Xbox fanboys.
We're 3 weeks away. Actually, let's take an informal poll. So, Joel, which one have you bought?
I bought the Xbox and I can't...
It's okay, you don't need to justify it.
PS4.
PS4, what'd you buy? You haven't bought one yet. What are you planning to buy, Zane? None?
Yeah.
None. Ty, what about you?
Probably the PS4, whatever.
All right, playing PS4. Phil?
Xbox for Killer Instinct.
All right, Rob Smith?
Oh, I get sent them, so I don't...
That's right. Oh, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Lawrence, what do you get? Both. You're buying both. And I haven't decided yet.
I'll eventually get a PS4, but I'm the technology's more interesting in the Xbox. I'm sorry.
It is. You are correct.
Fanboy.
I'm not sorry.
We're not fanboys. We're just correct. That's just true.
And Killer Instinct is on.
Shut up! All right, on to your trailers. We have the Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, the administration building walkthrough.
I can't wait for the Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, like, like Palace of Justice and like the IRS of Arkham.
The Pentagon walkthrough.
Yeah.
The Office Space walkthrough.
We also have a Phantom Army trailer from new game from Zombie Studios.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so what happens in this game? Do you shoot men's?
Yeah, there's man shoots. It's a distinctive art style.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's third person, I think, right?
What else happens in the trailer, Lawrence?
Man shoots.
There's some guys running in slow motion. There's some like Falderall getting shot and like particles are spraying up. It cuts to white and black really quickly while like the music says that thing, and then there's a grenade exploding, and then there's some like really hard dubstep music.
It's a free-to-play shooter, Lawrence. I think you're overboarding this.
Has he nailed it? Did he nail it?
No.
He didn't nail all, he missed it all?
Inside Gaming roll call. Joel.
Bruce.
Marie.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Save.
Ba-da-ba-ba. George. Ba-ba-ba.
Deborah.
Ba-da-ba-ba. Go.
Hey, hold on, Lawrence.
Girls.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Rob Smith. Wait, Rob Smith.
Yellow.
Ba-da-ba-ba. Go. Inside Gaming.
Jesus.
Good work.
Ridiculous.
This episode of IG Daily is brought to you by Best Buy, where you can trade in select Xbox 360 games for the Xbox One Edition starting at $9.99. Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Together for Monday!
Oh, so glad you're back. I don't have to say that anymore. Let's talk about Xbox.
I was in Japan, I didn't shit myself. Your first news story for today, Call of Duty Ghosts will be running on 720p on the Xbox One, but it will be running much better on the PS4.
How dare you?
This is news.
How dare you?
It's actually a rumor.
All right.
It was initiated by Pete Dodd.
Oh, that guy.
Right.
Pete Dodd. Lawrence, who's Pete Dodd?
He is a late 30s-year-old caregiver who lives in the Northeast, I think.
No, why is he qualified to talk to us about video games?
Because he posted it on the internet.
Oh, interesting. So he's not an industry insider, but he claims that he has plenty of inside contacts.
Okay.
And he posted on NeoGAF as Famous Mortimer and said that Call of Duty Ghosts would run at a native 720p as opposed to 1080p on the PlayStation 4.
Confirmed!
Well, no, it's not confirmed. Just a rumor.
Oh, okay.
Just a rumor.
Well, even current gen consoles display in 1080p,
Right.
you may have noticed. But that's because the game actually generates an image of 720p, or usually lower in Call of Duty's case, and then we'll scale it up to the display resolution.
Since then, other sources have verified that this is the case. Jeremy Conrad, former IGN editor, tweeted the following: COD Ghost review embargo lifts on November 5th for all platforms except the Xbox One. That lifts on the 12th because of the 720p problem.
Interesting. David Abrams, the owner of Cheap Ass Gamer, tweeted as well, I'm not reviewing any Xbox One games, so I will tell you right now, Ghost on Xbox One is indeed 720p versus PS4's 1080p. Could that change? Maybe.
Ooh, so Pete Dodd, even though he broke the story, Dodd maintains it really doesn't matter. His quote was, play with your friends, have fun. Counting pixels and all of that stuff is a decent time waster when you're sitting in a cubicle waiting to go home from work. Jeez, it's really sad. But once it's time to play games, just play games.
So our question for you guys is, does this mean that you're actually going to buy a totally different console to get Call of Duty Ghosts?
In 1080p? Would people really do that? Would they buy the PlayStation 4 instead of the Xbox One?
Having read most of your guys' comments, you're not even going to... Hell no.
No, they're not going to care at all.
Back to the Minecraft.
So again, we do know the PS4 is more powerful than the Xbox One, so this really isn't a surprise that games will run better and look better on the PlayStation 4. It's not at
You're
all.
such a PlayStation fanboy.
Well, I thought I was an Xbox.
He's Xbox
I'm an Xbox fanboy, I thought. The PlayStation 4 is going to run games better than the Xbox One in terms of graphics. So things will look better on the PlayStation 4. Fuck.
I mean, look, we've been around long enough. We've seen a few launches, a few consoles, especially with the last generation. Games at launch always are a little rickety.
Yeah.
There's a few problems.
There's going to be some patches for COD
Sure.
Ghosts. We'll see that.
Next year is when it's going to get real. So right now, it's all launch stuff. I mean, most smart people out there will just wait anyway.
Yeah.
But we're idiots, so we're just going to buy both consoles when they come out and then be mad for some reason. It's like when you bought a Wii U and it had a patch and it was like, it sucks. What do you expect?
Well, it is the Wii U.
It's a launch. It always sucks at launch.
All right, on to your trailers. There's the Reset gameplay trailer. So explain Reset.
Reset is beautiful.
Why?
It's pretty graphics.
Lawrence, why is it beautiful?
It's beautiful sadness.
Why? Why are the robots sad?
It's indie. Indie games are sad.
This is not an answer.
If you weren't such an Xbox One Call of Duty fanboy, you would appreciate the subtlety that is robots pushing things.
On to your next trailer, Call of Duty Ghosts. Yeah!
Yeah.
They fight aliens. Fuck yeah!
Who gives a shit? shit.
Is this trailer 1080p?
This trailer is not in 1080p. It's in 720p, and they fight aliens.
Is this video in 1080p?
The video is 720p. How many times do I have to say it?
Hashtag YOLO.
Hashtag aliens. Why don't they just put dinosaurs in this trailer?
The thumbnail is just a bro fist.
Why don't they just? I don't understand. Just make them fight alien dinosaur zombies. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense.
No one cares. If you check out the Rooster Teeth channel, actually, I am on the Gauntlet Season 2.
What?
I love cats. I'm in there for a little bit, and also on their website if you want to check it out.
You went and made friends in Austin.
I made a lot of friends in Austin.
And then you played video games.
Freddie Wong.
Yep. Who
Justine.
else?
Greg.
Who's Greg?
Greg from IGN.
Oh, wow.
He's the enemy. Dude,
No, he's not. We're all friends.
Like Call of Duty, no one gives a shit.
Did you get eliminated first?
Yeah.
That was good.
You get some cowboy boots?
The whole park was like an interesting hybrid of Disney World and Disneyland, but Tokyo Sea had a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea area and a Journey to the Center of the Earth area,
The Earth area.
which were both amazing.
Really?
They did have fast passes for Captain EO.
Rabbit?
And nobody used them.
This episode of IG Daily is brought to you by Best Buy, where you can trade in select Xbox 360 games for the Xbox One Edition starting at $9.99. Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Game for Tuesday. Hi!
It's Tuesday! Oh yes! Let's do it!
And some good news today. Sony released the FAQ for their PS4 yesterday.
They're going to answer all your questions.
And we're going to help define it of what they said for those things.
It's surprisingly confusing, so let's start. So Sony published a FAQ detailing how the account system will work on the PS4, and it sounds remarkably similar to the Xbox.
Oh no, you can't compare those two things. It's the same thing.
So you designate... Lawrence!
Damn, he blew out his microphone.
You all right over there?
Angry.
Okay. All right. You designate one PS4 as your primary PS4, and that means that anyone else on the PS4 can play any game you own. And additionally, if you have PlayStation Plus, anyone else on that system can also play online multiplayer. This is on your primary PS4.
Interesting. You can also remotely download games to your primary PS4 as well as access it via remote play.
Right, yeah, there's the remote play. And then it feels like this is sort of a family plan. There's one PS4 in the house that one person buys everything on, and everyone in the house can use it.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
But what if you signed on the PS4 that isn't your primary one?
All right, so if you go to somebody else's house and play on your account, you can download and play any game that you digitally own.
Okay.
And the same is true for PlayStation Plus. So if you log into somebody else's PS4, you get all the benefits of PlayStation Plus.
Okay, that's interesting. We'll get to that later.
Yep.
You can also play on two systems concurrently.
Right.
Your primary and the other one that can also probably mean your Vita and possibly PS3.
Sure, yeah, why not? So I guess that's kind of cool, but we still got a bunch of questions. I mean, like, that in itself is relatively confusing. You should go read the FAQ for yourself. But.
Right, first off, we got the anyone who uses your PS4 trademark system can enjoy numerous benefits if you join PlayStation Plus. What are those numerous benefits? I would like to know.
They don't tell you.
I mean, we kind of know what PlayStation Plus does now. You get a lot of free games. You can play multiplayer, but what are my friends going to get out of it? Does the machine grow arms and we get to have a jerk contest?
They don't tell you. Lawrence, what do you think?
I think it's just going to extend to multiplayer and the free games you get through PS Plus. That's going to be it.
So Bruce comes to my house.
Right.
He gets a free copy of Knack.
Is that what happened?
Oh, yeah.
Knack! Awesome! Knack! I get free Knack!
Knack t-shirts, now only with PlayStation Plus.
I got that directly from Mark Cerny.
Shut up, fanboy!
The next question, uploading gameplay. We're 12 days away from launch and we still have no idea how this will work. We don't know if you're going to be able to upload to YouTube or Facebook or Ustream or what.
Most likely Ustream, they seem to like them, and they did make that deal with Twitch, but still, it's not really in the FAQ.
Who knows?
So remember how they said that the PS4 would understand your likes and dislikes and then automatically download games for you?
Yeah.
How exactly will that work? That's not mentioned at all.
Yeah, they didn't tell us.
That's probably a post-launch thing.
And Lawrence, this question is directed at you. Just how awesome is Knack?
I thought we just talked about
how awesome it is.
Knack!
Free t-shirt.
I'm the only one who's played it in this room.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I played it in my dream.
Shut up.
In either case, yes, the PS4 is right around the corner and we're very excited to play it.
Yeah.
We just don't want a bunch of surprises hitting us in the face when it comes out. Like, oh, wait a minute. It's actually a Vita. Crap.
Surprise.
I knew it. On your game release is brought to you by Bro
Team.
Phil.
It's Phil. It's That's Phil.
You're supposed to say Phil every time.
Phil! Greetings, simulation fans. Prepare your stimulation glands. Think you can handle Angry Birds on more shit? Probably. You're fucking playing it right now. You're playing it right now. How come everyone is always playing this fucking game and not this fucking game? You are literally soccer for this, while other people have fun. Oh, and here's the thing people are gonna buy instead of good video games. You'll actually have to trick people into buying this game, and I'm not prepared to be that guy. I will be this guy, running fast, playing fast games. Alright, let's get the other boring shit no one cares about out of the way. Here's the thing, your boring girlfriend will love this shit. So will her boobies. This is the fun way of telling your significant other that they're fat. But look, you're having fun. It's a Mario thing. You're not fat. You should play the game. Shut up. Play the game. And here's probably the sickest game. Fights. And here's what immigration's gonna be like in just a year's time. A paradise sport, really. If you can kill your way in, then you've made it. You're one of us, and you'll be executed at dawn. And here's another thing that looks the same. It's on the piston. It's not on the 3DS. But you didn't buy it the first time, so why use the right trailer? I gotta pay these guys like $80 every time I use one of these, so I'll just use the one from 6 months ago. And finally, we got Orange and Blue 2K14. And this one's even got fucking guns.
Moving on down today, we got some Steam Halloween sales going on.
Spooky.
Things like Slender the Arrival.
Spooky.
Plants vs. Zombies.
Scary.
Not at all.
Ooh.
Left 4 Dead series is on sale for this much.
$7.50.
Yeah, Resident Evil 6 is also scary.
And the scariest deal of all.
Resident Evil 6.
Nope, Aliens Colonial Marines.
Okay.
That's $5.
Ah!
Lawrence, is that worth
Typing of the Dead.
How much is it?
$10.
That's a sale?
Yeah.
That's not a sale at all.
It's a new Typing of the Dead. It's Typing of the Dead Overkill, $10. Everybody should play it.
I already know how to type.
On to your trailers. We got the Battlefield 4 multiplayer launch trailer. This could possibly be one of the best trailers we've ever seen this year.
All the semen in your body will leave you after watching this wonderful video.
It's unbelievable.
Due to the erections.
My semen and other people's semen?
All the semen in this room is going right to the trailer.
And actually, you cannot watch this trailer on our YouTube channel. You have to go to our Machinima app on the Xbox to see it.
So get up and leave.
Just go fucking do it.
No, wait, no, not yet. Finish the episode.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. And finally, we have the Need for Speed Rivals, the ultimate car, speed, and fast cars go good.
Drive fast, jump over bridge.
Good things do that. Look at engine frostbite.
Lawrence, you say words.
Engine, car, injection, fuel, carburetor, muffler, catalytic converters.
Now I'll go watch the thing.
Oh, now we can go to the app.
Go to your Xbox app. Stupid.
Ultra Fadge.
You know what's gonna be awesome? In like a year and a half when you wear that t-shirt and everyone goes, I have no idea what that is.
Except Mark Cerny.
That's my game.
As he climbs out from the mud. You there, boy. You remember me. And his wily eyes just going everywhere. Mark Cerny was like just rubbing your back as you're playing.
Like, thought it made it feel much better.
Every copy comes with Mark Cerny.
I was like, ooh, this feels good, Mark Cerny.
Lennon.
This episode of IG Daily is brought to you by Best Buy, where you can trade in select Xbox 360 games for the Xbox One Edition starting at $9.99. Hey, everyone, welcome back to Inside Game News for Wednesday.
Hey, ho, 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 ho. Okay.
Your first to start for today, Titanfall. Is it exclusive to the Xbox and PC, or is it not?
Yes, it is actually.
We
It's
just
exclusive.
found that out
Yep.
via Twitter. This is how news is done now.
Yesterday, during an earnings call, EA's CFO Blake Jorgensen said that the game will remain exclusive to Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC for the life of the title. A lot of people, including us, have been speculating that Titanfall would be coming to the PS4 eventually. I know we've been saying that for a long time.
Of course, why not?
But it looks like that won't happen with the first Titanfall game.
Right, Vince Impella, the co-founder of Respawn Entertainment, said in a response, always Microsoft exclusive at launch, great partner, and focus is good for a startup. EA made a deal for the rest. We only found out recently. Sad face.
Oh, sad face, Vince Impella.
He then also responded to someone who asked him if he would make games for the PS4, and he responded, of course we will, just not the first Titanfall.
Right, so all signs point to the original Titanfall will never be on the PlayStation 4, but sequels most likely will be.
And what's really interesting about all this is, remember, this game is being published by EA.
Yes.
EA is a multi-platform publisher. They never do exclusives.
Yeah, you're right about
So
that.
Microsoft gave them a lot of money for this one game.
Yep.
And Respawn, I believe, still owns the IP for
do.
Titanfall. So afterwards, they should be able to do whatever they want. But remember, they're a small studio, and porting to another platform is expensive and time-consuming, and I don't think they have the manpower at the moment.
Well, all these studios are finally figuring out what they have on their hands with Titanfall, and everybody's sort of clamoring over it.
It's robots. He grabs you and puts you inside you, then you shoot the man.
So cool. All right.
Lawrence, what score are you gonna give it?
9.5.
Go.
9.5?
Safe.
Not a 10?
I don't give out 10.
What if Final Fantasy was in it?
Oh my god. Don't even joke about that.
All right, on to your next news story. You can buy 2 PlayStation 4 games and get 1 free at Target this Black Friday.
Interesting. This comes from Reddit user Scotty Supernova, who posted a picture of a Target circular advertising a buy 2, get 1 free deal on certain PlayStation 4 games.
Right, so that includes titles such as, Lawrence, tell me the titles.
No, Shadow Ball.
Yeah?
Screen 4.
Yeah, yeah.
Battlefield 4.
That's right.
What about Knack?
Is Knack in there?
Actually, I don't think Knack is in there.
I think it is.
It's gotta be.
It's not.
Don't make Mark Cerny cry.
Fuck you.
I just can't see it. It blends in. Sorry. Knack.
Knack and?
NBA 2K14, Madden 25, FIFA 14.
All right, the usual restrictions apply. The cheapest one will be free, quantities limited, no rain checks, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
But hopefully this is true. We don't actually, it's not confirmed, but it looks like Target might be selling PlayStation 4 games.
Yeah, you forgot when you buy the console, you need games for it.
You do?
Derp. Moving over to trailer today with you, Walking Dead Season 2, the reveal trailer.
It's only 58 seconds, but do you know what happens in it?
You gotta keep your hair short.
You didn't watch it. Did you watch it? What? Oh, you watched it. Phil, did you watch it? You didn't even watch it. You put the video up.
It could just be hardcore pornography.
Girl's back. Clementine.
Clementine's back, and she's walking around, and there's zombies.
How big is she?
She's pretty small.
Ugh. Want to be bigger.
All right, on to your next trailer, the Dead Rising 3 Nick or Treat trailer. Lawrence, what happens in the Dead Rising 3 trailer?
Okay, the main dude, forget his name. He puts a pumpkin
Nick.
head at some point, or he puts pumpkin heads on zombies.
Wait, have you watched the trailer?
No, he throws exploding candy at people.
That's close.
Does he wear a ghost costume at any point?
No.
Okay, and they preview a psychopath that is Halloween themed in some way.
Merry Christmas, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Halloween.
Who cares?
There's a future. It's Pacific Rim.
Oh, they
all right?
with aliens that come from space rather than.
Only they're called angels,
And they
it's
just actually
kind of
never clear where they.
manifest.
Yeah, it's never
Well,
clear where
they
they come
just
from.
kind-
But
so
the
if
mech,
that's not
the mech is
obvious-
actually a giant flesh humanoid thing.
Yeah.
They're put into like a tube, and then that tube is inserted into the robot. Well, Samurai Champloo was great.
You guys know what we're talking about? Anime, everybody.
Come on, you're white nerds. This episode of IG Daily is brought to you by Best Buy, where you can trade in select Xbox 360 games for the Xbox One Edition starting at $9.99. Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Thursday.
Hey! Happy Halloween! I mean, Merry Christmas, everyone! Zane never says anything.
I know.
That was awesome.
And he sounded more like an animal than a ghost,
He's
but
like,
I'll take it.
"Moo."
The original start for today, the PlayStation 4 FAQ has been updated once again.
It's huge now.
There's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad, and a little bit in between. Let's go over the interesting stuff.
Go for it.
First up, no MP3 support whatsoever. That's via streaming or on your system.
That's weird.
It is weird. No DLNA support, which means
Right.
you can't stream, which the PS3 could do.
Yeah.
This also means you can't put files on the system.
But Shuhei Yoshida said this feature is probably going to be coming up in the future.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Because a lot of people are outraged about it because it is a feature that we like. We like music on our system. So
And we
whatever.
did see in this FAQ that there is no YouTube support. We already knew that, but
Yeah.
that this is confirmed. But again, Shuhei Yoshida said this could also come in the future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, also, no capture with an external device will be happening through HDMI.
Oh.
At launch,
Right,
they can
right,
patch
right.
it in later. They
Sure.
talked about this, but don't expect it to happen right away.
Yep.
When that's going to be, that's up to Sony.
Who knows? You can record with the share button, as we all know, and it's always recording a maximum of 15 minutes.
Right, there is a little byline with that though. Recording is actually limited by the developers, meaning you may not be able to record certain parts of games.
So weird. So they're going to limit you, like when you're playing, you can't hit share. It'll be like, no, you cannot record this scene.
Right, which kind of, it's a little scary because that means game developers could go crazy with this technology and say, you know what, you can't record any of my game.
Yep, yeah,
you
that
can't
could
share
happen.
any clips because our story's that important, which it's not.
You also cannot copy recorded video from the PS4 to your PC. So a lot of people are saying, oh, you can just drag the files over from your PS4. No, you can't do that.
You will be able to live stream on Ustream and Twitch, but you can only archive those live streams via Twitch.
Right.
Meaning you have to go online and enable that. It's not that hard, whatever. Also included, well, I guess not included, no external storage will
Yeah,
be happening.
yeah,
But
yeah.
good news there. You can actually swap out the internal hard drive as long as it's no thicker than 9.5 millimeters and is larger than 164 gigabytes.
All right, that's not so bad. No 4K output. Some people were thinking there'd be 4K, but there is 3D output.
Yes.
No launch games have 3D.
Right.
So I don't know why.
I don't know. If you have a 4K TV, call me. I want to hang out. The PS4 does support voice commands, sort of like the Kinect. So if you're looking for that functionality, you can buy it with the PlayStation Eye. It's got a hole in the bottom.
Oh yeah.
And then you plug your headphones in, and you can yell at it. What does EXT mean?
You can also use these voice commands to start up games and shut down the system, and you can run all the game audio through the headphone jack on the PlayStation 4 controller.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
You can plug that in, and that way you're not disturbing anybody else in the house.
And let's talk about the features that are going to be working at launch.
Right.
Background downloads will be there.
Yep.
Cross-game voice chat.
Yeah.
Thank God. Transitioning to a network based on real-world friends. What?
I don't know. What does that mean, Lawrence?
I think it means like you plug in your Facebook shit and it's like, hey, all your friends are on PlayStation. You should buy games and play night together.
That's going to happen a lot.
Not at all. Live streaming gameplay footage via Ustream and Twitch, like we said before.
These features will supposedly be going on in a day one patch on
Right.
November 15th,
Yes.
so you got to download some stuff before you get things going.
And of course, you can share media via the share button. There is the remote play, but Sony's saying you should probably be on the same Wi-Fi as your PlayStation 4 if you're going to do remote play with the Vita.
Right, and if you have the Vita, you'll have the second screen functionality, multiplayer, and you'll be able to play as you download. How much you have to download before you can play, we don't know, but games are going to be big.
Those are all really good things, though. So the PlayStation 4 there's still a lot of caveats that they've just now released. They just told us, but there's a lot of good stuff too.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Coming out soon.
Are you excited?
I'm Batman.
On to your trailers. The Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate, Dracula's Vengeance, Vampire.
Press X to
Sucks
skip
Blood.
this cutscene and get to the action.
This is about vampires, right? Are there vampires in this game?
I thought it was just men with fashion sense. Next trailer, we got Arma 3, the Survive trailer, where I guess they're surviving because they're not dead.
They're running through fields.
Pretty much.
That's pretty sweet.
If that game's a little too fast-paced for you, you got the Call of Duty Ghost Free Fall gameplay trailer.
This is only on the Machinima Xbox app. You can't watch it on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Go to the Xbox app and do that, and then see the building fall, and man explode, and dog die.
Get some exercise and get it from the computer, and you go to your Xbox.
And
It's
there's
good for you.
there's also the Phil's pick.
What is it?
It's the Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z trailer.
Hell yeah.
Number 2.
Sounds like they switched the voice. Sounds more like Quentin Flynn now instead of the other guy.
Yeah, it does, but it's still pretty badass.
Yeah, it looks funny.
He's shredding body parts.
I like how subtle it is. See you next Bat Time. Thanks. C for cat.
Super dark.
How are my nipples?
I mean, they're fantastic.
Yes.
What
Do
they
you
are.
want like thumbtacks to stick in there so they poke out even more?
I'll just do this. And then halfway through I'll be like, oh, PlayStation.
I mean, it's okay that we can see your nipples. It's,
Yeah,
not a big
it's-
deal.
it's
It's not turning me on or
We're gonna
anything.
get better views
Not at all.
if we see
Not really at all. I mean, like a little.